Welcome back, Gooners and Gamers. It's Fungal Fungalplague here, and I'm with the best draft league player in the world, Spidops.
What's up, guys?
And today, we're going to be reviewing all the teams for the Domino Draft League.
Yes, sir.
So the first team we got here is our favorite person, Arachis. Or I don't know how to pronounce that name actually.
I don't know. He went by Knots before, and now he goes by Arachis. I'm not sure. But, yeah, looking at his team, it looks pretty solid. He's only got really one Mon that's not great, and that's Gorgeist. But, I mean...
The Gorgeist is kind of awful, but every other Mon here does something at least. Zamasensa is just really good. Celesteela too.
Yeah, and I mean, Gorgeist... What does this thing do? It's got 100 attack, 122 defense. It could probably do something.
Guys, whenever I see it, all it does is just click Leech Seed and try to stall, but then it just dies.
Yeah. I mean, does it get Poltergeist?
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, it does. I mean, you could spam with that, and it's got like 100 attack, so...
It has enough damage to do something, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Destiny
like,
Bonds.
For like a week 1 bring, where you just lead off with it.
It gets a Wisp at least, so...
Yeah, and it gets Frisk, which is helpful.
Its other two abilities are a little interesting, though.
Pickup. And Insomnia, right? That's totally going to be used on a grass type.
Insomnia is great for the Hypnosis running around, because we didn't ban Hypnosis.
For sure. Is there any relevant mons that use that? I guess Valiant, but...
I don't think we're going to see that popping up that much with the Electric Drain team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. Happ is a silly goo. Happ brought Power Herb Dig last league, so who knows?
Team does technically have a -4 rock weakness, but I don't think that's really going to come into play, considering they have the two good rock types. There's like Iron Boulder left, and that's it.
Iron Boulder.
And Iron Boulder kind of gets washed by Zamazenta and Celesteela too.
And I mean, if Ventus is the one that had Iron Boulder, right? So they're not even in the same division.
Yeah, the rock weakness won't even really matter. Like, Stone Age is a good coverage move, that's about it. Dragapult, one of the best mons in draft, period. This thing is a pain to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can play it defensively, he can play this team on offense. I mean, he's got... his special defense is going to be really annoying, because he has both Muck and Mantine.
Yeah. Obviously, he has Zamazenta for the physical side, Garg. Venusaur and Celesteela can both do either.
That is terrible, actually, thinking about all this.
Extremely annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say this is one of the best teams here so far.
Oh, for sure. It's
like, its speed definitely isn't lacking either, like 142, 128, 123. What we're missing is something in the 90s, but you're gonna have trouble outspeeding this consistently.
Definitely. I mean, Cleavor is 85. He gets Trailblaze, which is like if you want to take him that route. But most people always either do Sash or Scarf.
The only like nitpick I have with this team is that it has no ground type. So Volt Switch is gonna be a little free. It's not like the greatest issue because not many people have electric types, or one, and two, they have a million electric resists. They have the Venusaur, they have Dragapults. Those like two amazing ones. I guess not really. Frostmoth kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got. I mean, Frostmoth has a good special defense, I think, right?
Yeah, it has its ability halves the damage from special attack, so.
It's so annoying, man. Yeah, and then like, obviously. Oh, Gorgeist resists it too, which is super relevant.
Gorgeist is just happy to be here.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, let's.
This team like switches in super well into like knock too, despite the double ghost. Like Venusaur and Zamazenta just eat that up really freely. Garg too.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the Hazards matchup could be annoying, even though it looks like they're gonna be playing the Hazards matchup most of the time for themselves. Zama can't
Yeah,
help
do they?
boots. Noivern
I
is
was gonna say,
their is Noivern only defog here? Mantine gets it, I think.
I think Mantine has it. Cleavor has it too, if he really.
Okay, I that's kind of like Rock's defog Lando. I don't know if we're gonna see that.
Um, yeah, I guess he doesn't have a spinner, or I
It
don't
looks
think so.
like his hazard removal isn't great because Noivern is a kind of mid mon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mantine isn't gonna want to come a lot of the time because it's not too like threatening. And Cleavor's Cleavor.
Right. Yeah,
I can't hold boots on
definitely.
Venusaur, Zamazenta. A lot of these mons want other items. I guess that's probably the one weakness of the team, like stacking plus like Volt Switch spam.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if there's a team that's really good for hazard stacking, I mean, just looking at the division, this is Division 2, right? Or is this, yeah.
I don't know if
Uh,
I should click on the doc and like subject my viewers to that, or if I should just stay
okay.
on this page.
Okay, buddy, I'll look at it myself. Division 2, Arachis, yeah, he's in Division 2. Um, so looking at it, I mean, I guess he could have some problems if with Finch, because Finch has Goldango, and he could start stacking with Chomp.
Oh, Finch's team. That's up number 6. We can look at that soon.
Yeah, that's something. Not sure about the rest though. Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty good. I mean, the thing with Noivern is even though it's not very defensive, at least it's super fast, so it's getting that defog off at least once.
Yeah, Noivern, it's a fine mon. It's just not great if you want to just perform one role like a Defogger. Kind of like feels like I need backup with Noivern for it to do its job correctly.
For sure. But I mean, I don't know. It's got some support options, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
gets U-turn, doesn't it? And it has
Yeah.
Frisk, defog. So I mean, I could see it coming
It
in.
gets Super Fang, I think, so it could be a nuisance.
Oh man, don't put that set out into the world.
I think that was a Ranbat set, or am I tripping?
That's
I
a,
remember something horrible like that appearing in Gen 8, and I had to deal with it.
there's no way. If it has that, that's appalling.
What was the second team? No, oh, it's this one.
Let me see. Super. Yeah, it does get Super Fang. You're right. What's the next one we're going with? Oh, Ventus.
Yep, and already looking at the type chart, you see a lot of red. Like, a lot of red. It's like Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, the dark area, there's this nice little arrow going on with, like, the electric fairy fighting fire.
I mean, the thing, yeah, his team is incredibly pursuit weak. Even with Necrozma going rock, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mons of his that are gonna get pursuited. So
Yeah, very defensively weak to start off with. Like, there's straight up no switch into knockoff on this team other than technically Absol, but
and
Mega
Silvally.
Absol isn't like Silvally too. They aren't like the greatest. This is a volley normal too, right?
No, it's Silvally Dark.
Oh,
I
Silvally Dark.
believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doc doesn't let me put it in like that, so yeah. I
I
don't
mean,
know
I
if
guess.
those two are the greatest knock switch-ins.
I mean, Silvally has what he naturally resists it. He's got 95 HP, 95 defense. I guess you could do worse, but if you have hazards up, that's gonna get worn down incredibly quickly.
Yeah, but also like you're switching to a type of move. If it's just that type, like if you're water switching, your only water switching is a water type, you can't really like threaten them back or anything. I feel like this with Silvally is gonna be the another one of the issues here.
Yeah, that's true. Does Savali get anything to hit darks just off of its coverage?
I doubt it. It gets like mainly just special coverage for some reason.
It gets
Draco Meteor.
signal beam.
Go for signal beam and U-turn, I guess. Is what it's gonna be
Yeah,
going for.
I mean it's not terrible, but well, Savali, I don't know.
No, this team is just terrible defensively. I don't see what Slowking Galar is gonna switch into on a team that's weak to everything Slowking is.
Yeah, and what
This,
like the hazard removal here is so bad too. Like it's Savali. Does Honchkrow get defog?
yeah, luckily.
Okay, because in Gen 9,
The hazards
okay.
matchup also weak here for sure. It has magic bounce to kind of prevent that, but again, it's kind of inconsistent.
Yeah, trying to make Absol, you're switching into him on expecting hazards, and then you get smacked instead.
Again, no ground type. So Volswitch is going to be free versus this team when the Resistor, Trevenant, and Meowscarada. That's not too great. And no flying type other than Honchkrow either. So grounds and electric types are going to go crazy versus this team. Because Honchkrow, not the greatest switch into anything in the world. Meowscarada kind of frail. I think we might see Trevenant a lot. That he might have to carry.
Trevenant, that's so funny. I mean, yeah, this team's defensively extremely lacking. I mean, I feel like it could still be super threatening offensively, though, funnily enough, because of how fast and strong some of the mons are.
Iron Boulder is really threatening. Necrozma with Terra is, as much as I make fun of Terra Rock, it's still kind of strong with that boosted Meteor Beam. It just its speed. It can't do anything, I think.
Yeah.
The Blaze is an issue.
Does it get agility is the question. Or is
it
just
autotomize?
Let me see.
It gets autotomized, so it can double its speed.
Oh, automatize, right. Okay. But I see. So it could be scary. It just needs that turn. But I mean, it could get it because of its ability, right? Like, it's usually hard to one-hit KO Necrozma if you're not boosted.
Yeah, the Necrozma's Saban, I think, here is going to probably always get, like, at least one. I'm just worried about the sweeping when options are Iron Boulder and Blacephalon, because Zoroark, it can't really sweep. Sorry, and this thing is, like, more of a weird utility. Some, like, weird fast utility mon that has some offensive pressure. It's not a sweeper at all.
He could have been like decent utility mon on a team that wasn't this dark weak, but right now it'll just imitate a Pokemon that's also weak to the same things that it is.
And Meow's only setup move is Nasty Plot. This thing isn't a sweeper either.
No. I mean, I could see her leading Spikes, honestly, to better effect, just to...
It gets T-Spikes at least, too. So maybe like some teams that don't have a poison, you could go crazy with that.
True. I don't know, this one seems like it'll be hard to...
Trevenant really holding this whole team together.
Defensively, yeah.
Even though it's a Trevenant, so... They go for something like Woodhammer, Hornleech, Pain Split, and what's the last one that it always runs? Curse, yeah. That's a good Trevenant set, in my opinion.
Is that just the Unite? I mean, yeah, it's got Natural Cure, and I guess he could go for an annoying, like, Sub-Seed Harvest set.
Oh wait, Harvest? Like, he gets a Custap Poltergeist off, then he gets the Custap back, and he can go for it again. Oh no, he goes for Destiny Bonds, but they don't attack, they set up, then it gets the Custap again, so he has another chance.
So just, yeah, that's funny. I don't know, yeah.
Oh, it looks like I wish he had something, like, he has three really good Trick Room setters. I wish he had something to abuse that so he could at least be more threatening offensively if he wanted to, like, have Lampent defensively as his backbone.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the Lampent choice?
I don't know. Lampent really doesn't do anything. It's got, like, what, 80 special attack, I think, and 55 speed?
Yeah, how do you go out of Ghosts and then back into Ghost
He
when you already
really
have
wanted
4
to get one.
psychics.
No, I know. I think he was just leaning into the meme at that point, but like, even with Scarf, because if you have to run Scarf on this thing, right? I
Yeah.
guess you could. I don't know, because you have to run Scarf, and then you
They-
probably also have to do a plus speed nature because you're still not fast enough.
It's like Scarf or Sash, and I think that's it. It'll go for like
Yeah.
Trick
Oh,
Room or something.
it's got 95 special attack. Actually, that's actually not. That's not terrible.
That's why he was saying he
I
was
don't.
better than Ghastly.
He's not better than Ghastly. Ghastly is faster and stronger by a whole ton.
I kind of like Blaze after like the first 4, but I think grabbing it was just a throw because the rest of the rest of your team just looks like this. Oh, if Arachis had one of the best teams here, I think Ventus may have one of the worst. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what your justification for putting Puff below this one is, though.
Oh, we'll see. Next up, oh, looking at it like this looks horrible.
Yeah, it does.
Whose is this?
This is Scorbunny Gaming.
Oh my, oh my. Ninetales first pick, I guess makes sense. Their like, primary ice types are a little sad. It seems they went back into the primary ice types later, so we'll see how that goes. But that
Yeah,
into Enamorous, at least you get some of the kind of rarer typings out of the way, even if you do have to pick up Cram.
hey, Cram's not the worst flying primary, I think, right? He can be annoying enough.
Flying Water is a really good type, so it's not useless.
Right. Plus, doesn't what does Manetric base form have? Does it get Bolt Absorb?
Yes.
Yeah, so you could get that in and then get Mega Manetric out, but I don't know. Mega Manetric
On the
has
surface, like I'm starting to like it at first. You have Contrary, you have Defiant Ape, you have this good spinner Kukweva. I'm thinking, okay, this can be like some really piss annoying like hazard stack team. Or if you defog and Annihilate gets angry, and Amorous gets like a Contrary boost. But then like we
All
see the
those
Dusknoir
hazards.
Terra Electric, and this team has one hazard setter. It's Annihilate.
Oh, is it just Stealth Rock?
Yep.
Bro.
And on like an offensive mon like Annihilate, which has like move slot syndrome already.
Yeah, I don't understand what the thought process was. Also, the fact that he drafted a screen setter as his first Pokemon, and then he also drafts Mr. Rhyme, who's a screen remover.
That was really funny.
I don't understand this. The Titan was right there.
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense. Like Screen plus Belly Drums, the Titan could definitely put in work.
Yeah.
Screens aren't particularly bad with this. Quavo and Annihilate are obviously good setup sweepers.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you could say Cinccino becomes a bit better with that. But it just doesn't look like this team benefits from it that much. Other than those two.
Doesn't Tidy Up remove screens too?
I think it only removes your opponent's screen. Or maybe that's defog. One of them only removes your opponent's.
Okay. I'm gonna look this up. Tidy Up. Cinccino. Tidy Up. It says clears all substitutes and hazards. It doesn't talk about...
Oh, Tidy Up doesn't clear screens, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It leaves all screens on the field.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, it could be something. I think Dusknoir is definitely the weak link in this team.
I see a lot of weak links on this team, not gonna lie.
I mean, Mr. Rhyme's bad, but at least he's like a spinner, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ditto's notoriously pretty easy to counter prep for, and DD also doesn't do anything for this team at all. Other than, like, maybe beat the poison types, which kind of 6-0 this team. But it feels like this doesn't benefit from Psychic Terrain at all, and then DD, like, isn't threatening.
Does the female get expanding force, or is that the male?
I think it's the male, but I can check. Maybe they both got it.
It's not good otherwise.
Yeah, this one gets it.
Okay.
I think they both get it.
I don't know. Like, I think it had a really strong start, but I'm still not, like, very surprised why they went with Dusknoir.
Also, one more thing, no grounded poison on this team, which means you set up T-spikes, and anyone that's not wearing boots is going to be super annoyed by that, especially Annihilate.
Yeah, for sure.
Whenever I see an ape team, even if they have a poison, I tend to bring T-spikes, so it's just that annoying for them to play around with their basically win con getting poisoned if they try to switch in.
Definitely.
And it's like, their removal options on this team are still bad. It's Mr. Rhyme and Cram and Chinchino, I guess.
Hell yeah, Cramorant. Like Quaquaval too.
Quaquaval too, but again, this is a mon that, like, you could run so many really cool offensive sets with this. I've seen, like, Custap, like, stat boosting berries with sub and stuff, SD, taunt, encore, whatever you want with this thing, but forcing it to run, like, spin and boots or lumberry to avoid toxic spikes is just really tough.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But, I don't know. I feel like this... It's not great, but I think it's definitely above Ventus for what it can do.
For sure. It's usable. You can make something work with it, even though your options are going to feel pretty limited at the time. It still has a after all.
It doesn't have a ground type, but it has 2 Volt Absorb Mons, I think.
Yeah.
If it wants to do that. Yeah.
They're both, like, bad Volt Absorb Mons, though.
Yeah,
Manectric is going to Mega, and Arctozolt is, like... Really?
Either Slush Rush or you don't bring it, yeah. Or, that's what it has, right? Slush Rush? Yeah.
Yeah. Arctozolt's certainly scary, though. It's terrifying mon to go up against, especially with no ground.
Definitely.
Even with the ground, like, this thing gets Blizzard, I think. And Freeze Dry, too. So.
There's no way it doesn't get Blizzard. Arctozolt only has 90 special attack, that's surprising.
With the 110 base power from Blizzard, kind of makes up for it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, it can run Mix too, which is scary.
Yeah, it does get Icicle Crash, but that's Icicle Crash, and I've...
Well, you have bad history with that move or something?
It's a move that does stuff. I guess Freeze Dry too, so you could take out things like Quagsire. A Meteor Beam. It gets that, I guess.
It gets Meteor Beam?
It gets Taunts. This one's a bit better than I thought.
That's crazy.
You could definitely cook something up with Beam and Taunt.
Oh, oops. Let me check. Do we have somebody with Quagsire?
Surely.
Probably do.
Quagsire is always trapped. Like, people want that on a work guy. And he has a funny face.
Oh, right. Grunkle has it.
Oh, Grunkle's team. I'll get to that. Okay, yeah. The Terra Electric Dusknoir.
I don't know what the fuck that was, man. Yeah.
I get that electric types are hard to get to, but this doesn't even have Levitate. I was thinking, okay, it's gimmicky. It has Levitate with a Terra Electric, but no, it doesn't even get Levitate. It has Pressure and Frisk.
That is so funny. I guess, yeah, wouldn't Miss Magius be better?
Probably. It's a better mon than Dusknoir. I'll say that.
Yeah. I don't know.
There.
Oh well, I guess it...
Next up.
Some stuff got Frisk.
I know this team. He was really angry about it in the beginning, but then he ended up coping and saying it's alright.
I think it's fine.
No, I think it's pretty good.
It
honestly,
just has
like, compared to some of the stuff we have.
Yeah, he's just very Earthquake weak with the exception of Flygon.
Yeah, ground type's gonna be an issue, but what I'm noticing is he has, like... his team is a compendium of, like, all the most annoying piece of shit mons that you could face. You have Clamora, you have Petron, Mimikyu, Slurpuff, Klefki, like, Lopunny going for Fake Out every other turn, Gastrodon just being Gastrodon, Intimidate, and then this is such a painful team to play against.
Oh, for sure. I mean...
Also has really good hazard stack potential, because Petron is one of the best spin blockers in the game, I'd say.
Definitely.
It doesn't have anything to, like, deal with Defog, though, so we'll have to see how that happens. See how that works.
To deal with Defog? Yeah. Does it really have any... I guess... How fast is his team, though, besides a Lopunny? It's not that fast.
It's not that fast. I will say it's not terrible though. 135 and some 100s is a little slow, but it's not like you're gonna be hurting for speed that much. A lot of these mods are okay with Scarf, like Lamora, Regidrago, Tauros, Flygon.
For sure, for sure. I don't know.
Slurpuff go for the Rambat's belly drum set.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, I feel like Sticky Web does a lot for this team if he needs help with speed.
Yeah, if he's against teams that have trouble defogging or don't have a like great way to deal with Petron or whatever, get rid of those, and that could help for sure. But especially Regidrago. Terrasteel Regidrago. Drago's just a really threatening mod to begin with, especially since fairies are hard to get and he has 4 of them.
He does, Jesus.
Yeah, not that he has the strongest ones, but he still has 3 decent options.
Yeah, Klefki is annoying. Tinkatuff is... I mean, she's okay. She can knock, she can rock, she can T-wave. Mimikyu gets Wisp, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's some utility.
The only like big issue that I see with this team is they can't really play a very offensive game very well because they don't have like any sort of like setup sweepers. Like Billy Drum's Slurpuff isn't something that you really want to be worrying about that much. It's Slurpuff. Aggron with the Totemi still not a big deal. It's very slow anyway. Flygon, not too strong.
Like position Tauros properly, because it gets Trailblaze too, and Bulk Up.
Tauros can be situationally really good as setup sweeper.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like a mon that kind of struggles with like move slots when you're doing that, because you want like Bulk Up, you might want sub or something for some sort of like Toxic or something. Actually, you can run like a Kudchu with Lumberry, that could be heat.
Oh, I hate Kudchu sets, man. In singles, they're the worst thing ever. But I mean, I feel like Intimidate though is pretty solid for a mon like that.
Good.
Like
he's got a pretty physically bulky team though, I think. Yeah,
he's got a decent defensive thing going on, and then with Lopunny hitting Fake Out and then U-turn every 5 seconds.
He kind of like, I think, struggles to deal with hazards of his own because like a lot of his mons don't exactly want to hold boots, and Lopunny obviously can't get worn down by spikes or T-spike or whatever. You have two poisons, so T-spikes aren't going to be as big of an issue.
Actually, that does bring up a good point. Like besides Glamora, what else does he have for removal? Is it just that?
It's Flygon with Defog.
Oh, Flygon has Defog.
If it was just Glamora, this would be it would be a little risky. Because a move that's blocked by Steel types is...
Yeah. Oh man.
Glamora, again, is like... It's so much more annoying in draft because of its second ability.
What, Corrosion?
Yes, like, you're always trying to think about how to deal with those stupid T-spikes that it sets up on the ground, and then it just pulls up Corrosion once in a while.
Yep.
And then just Toxic your Corviknight or whatever. And then when you least expect it, it just like ends up being Scarf and goes for like Explosion or something.
Yeah. Scarf Glamora is not fun.
Or is a really good mod.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it was Rust who suggested that he go to Aggron to Glamora, and it was like saving grace of his team because he was not happy with where he was at with Regidrago.
Yeah. But did he pick Steel before he knew who he was gonna pick next, or did he get Snipes? I guess he got Snipes.
Let me see. Because it would have been this way, this way, this way, this way. Did he get sniped? I'm not seeing a Steel type getting taken.
It could have been just been a greedy pick to try to get a good Terra type on Regidrago instead of like a good pick next.
Oh, Scar. I mean, Silver took Scarm, but I don't think he was gonna go for Scarm.
No way he wanted Scarm. No one but Silver likes using Scarm.
Well, yeah, and it was also like a terrible type to go into, and Silver had to get Swamp Birdier as a result.
Silver's not a normal person with what he picks.
I know he was so happy to get Blissey though.
Oh my god. Why does he pick like the same like stall team every time?
His favorite.
I have to play against this Blissey.
Yeah, I don't know. I will get to Silver's team. I feel like Silver kind of shot himself in the foot by making sure that he hit each of the ones that he wanted to.
It was pretty funny though. He was going through it methodically.
I know, he was like, see guys, I told you I'd get this Pokemon, and it only cost me the integrity of my team.
N's team overall, I think it's solid. If this was a normal draft, I'd say it's kind of a little bit bad, but with this gimmick, and compared to like what I think the other teams have, this should be very solid overall.
Yeah. As long as he plays to its strengths, that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know he loves his balance.
We have our resident OU tier leaders team.
Finchinator.
Garchomp Golden Go, it's tried and true Gen 9 core to grab. You have one of the best steals in the game, one of the best dragons in the game, defog blocker, spin blocker, etc. First three picks looking really strong right off the bat. But towards the middle, it gets a little iffy. You see Calyrex. Calyrex is such a horrible Pokemon. Like, this thing is useless. Carbonneral is going to put in more work than Calyrex. Like 10 times the amount of work. Calyrex is so terrible. I can't say it enough.
I mean, he probably gets just brought either to a match that Finch thinks he can win with the rest of his Pokemon easy, or a match that he thinks that is going to go bad anyway, so might as well bring...
I do see the reasoning, though, for picking that, because without Chestnut on his team, then this team is absolutely demolished by any sort of decent ground type. And Chestnut's like the one thing standing in its way.
That's true. Hey, you know who else resists ground?
No.
Calyrex.
Calyrex.
I mean, it gets Leech Seed, doesn't it? It can do something.
Isn't it also like... It has like 80 special attacks, so it's walled by every grass type?
Yeah, it's like... It has 100 in HP, I think, and then the rest of his stats are all 80.
Calyrex is one of the mons of all time that they made. Psychic Grass, one of the tried and true typings of all time.
Oh yeah, taking 200% from every U-turn.
It also has a great ability in Unnerve. So that way anyone trying to put on a Rindo Berry to stop its threatening energy balls will get thwarted.
Yeah, I mean, Calyrex is a pretty bring it to one game and then forget about it for other, which is fine, because the rest of his team is good.
Carbonneral, I can actually see putting in work here, because Slowking's a really good Trick Room setter. Obviously, Chili's will boost its defense. And in Trick Room, this thing is really, really strong.
The only thing, though, isn't that like the only mon that really benefits from it? I guess Sand Slash, but not
Sand
as slow.
Benefit more from the Slush Rush individually.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's just Carbonneral, because you can't really... Aromatize is not offensive.
I mean, having like a full-on, like, having a lot of mods that are great in Trick Room, I don't think is a great play. I think like having one more mod here that could work in Trick Room would be great, but I'd rather have just one Carbonneral than four mods that are four Trick Room mods and have to play that every single game.
That's true. I will say for Finch is that his speed is not great. His fastest mon is Fred.
Yeah, and he like has Golden Go, but he doesn't even have like webs or something to try to counteract that. Even though it feels like it'd be like an obvious bring every week, having the option there still be nice.
Definitely.
He's pretty good defensively, but Jirachi and Gardevoir are again stacking that 100 base speed.
Let me check something to see if I think that... Okay. I am of the opinion that Swirlix might have been a better pick than Aromatisse.
No.
Hey, it gets sticky web, man.
It might be. I don't like Aromatisse. I think
That's
we
what
should
I'm
have said
saying.
Alchemy, or however you say it. Alchemy?
Creamy, yeah. I mean, it's just a variant of Sylveon and Florges, right? Like high
It
special
has
defense.
at least has the
Base
gimmick
special.
where it has recover for itself, so it doesn't have to waste a turn using Wish and protect.
I mean, Florges doesn't have to do that.
It
It's
has
just Sylveon,
synthesis,
right?
but like
Yeah.
synthesis is an interesting move. Sometimes backfires.
Nobody bringing Rain Dance to this draft.
I mean, his team
I mean,
has a chili reception mon in it.
that's true. That's true. Oh, does that affect synthesis? I thought that was just sun and rain. I didn't realize it was
No, it's
hail too.
every weather. Sand too.
No, I'm learning so much from this. Yeah. I mean, Aromatisse.
I mean, Aromatisse like has Aroma Veil, but could block like Taunt. But I think Alchemy does too. So it's like
I mean, she gets Heal Bell. She gets Wish. She gets. She does not get Teleport. Does she get Baton Pass? No, she doesn't.
it gets Nasty Plot. That's something the others don't get, I guess.
With that 99 special attack.
I mean, it's higher than no, it's not. Alchemy is higher.
I mean, it's not going to be offensive, right? It's just going to be a Wish Passer. Or Heal Bell. What else does it do? You can Toxic.
I feel like this thing can be brought once. Like its job is just done better by Jirachi.
Right. I mean, you could bring them both though and have Jirachi be something else. Yeah. I don't know. As for his hazard removal, he's got Threads, he's got Sand Slash, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually not great.
It's not great. He actually does not have a grounded poison either, so it's gonna be a little annoying for its Garchomp. Obviously, Tread still though. I think it's the best rapid spinner. I'd say.
Treads?
Yeah.
Probably. Because he's so threatening. Otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty his team is kind of scared of fire, right? It's only got 3 fire resists.
Cover Gear is Terra Water, so it can deal with that kind of.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the switch-ins because I mean, like, Jirachi, Sandslash, Crabominable, Chestnut, Calyrex, Goldengo, and Iron Treads are all weak to that, and Kofgrigus has to Terra to resist. But
This team's gonna struggle versus like the Iron Moth team, teams like that.
okay, buddy.
I mean, it's gonna like just get nuked by like overheat and stuff from any sort of really strong fire type. So
Yeah.
King's gonna be the only thing that's standing in its way.
That's true.
But overall, like it is very easy to break through teams with this, and it is pretty decent defensively. Despite it has like a couple problems like the speed, I think it's still pretty solid. I think better than End's team.
Defensively, for sure. I mean,
It's on the virtue of I think having more options. Like all these mons are a lot more versatile.
definitely. Let me see. Does it have a? I guess Chestnut's a decent knock absorber. Same with Aromatisse. Gardevoir Mega is threatening. It's just the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm telling you, dude. With Swirlix instead of Aromatisse, Gardevoir Mega would have went crazy.
I mean, Gardevoir a pretty good fairy wall breaker. This is a good
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
Oh, she got plots.
Yeah. She got Pixelate, right? So she runs Hyper Voice then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For voice, you could technically run Hyper Beam if you really want that.
Ew.
It's hyped up a lot, but no one ever uses it.
I always hate that. I remember Sylveon did that to me. It was not fun.
Next up, oh, I know this team. This team.
It's Clefable Terra Water.
Who first picked Clefable Terra Water? Round of applause.
I mean, set as they were for that, it's not a terrible team. I think it's pretty solid.
Like, Fable is one of the few, I think, defensive mon that's justifiable as a Terra captain because it's just so good and it could really reverse sweep you with another Terra type. And overall, the problem I'm having with this team is not like anything specific that it has. Like, it doesn't have like a good ground switch in or good like hazard setters or removal or whatever. It's just that all of the mons here are just, none of them stand out. None of them are particularly strong. It's like someone just drafted a team of like 10 pointers. It's like, sure, they're all okay, but you're not going to look at this team and think, hey, this Salazzle is a huge threat.
Right. I mean, yeah, it would really benefit from... What is its hazard removal anyway? Is it defog from Togekiss and then just hoping that they read right on the Espeon and Hatterene switch ends?
Togekiss, but yeah, there's two Magic Bounce Pokemon, which is a little greedy, I think, getting both of them. Come on. I guess they didn't want a Rookidee.
Yeah, they've got 5 Psychics, though, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah, really weak to Ghost, honestly, because Gyarados obviously can't hold boots. It's not going to switch into those great, and it has the Mega.
Mm-hmm.
And Bisharp is cripplingly weak to Focus Blast.
Yep, that's not great. The speed is decent. It's got Salazzle at 117 and Fernape at 108, and Espeon at 110. Then the rest of them aren't really picking up that slack.
Yeah. No Spin Blocker either, even though this has good hazard setting. It does have Defiant Bisharp though, I guess.
So that's something.
It has a Meditite.
Hey, don't mock Meditite. She's pretty good. I mean, like, if you go into doesn't she almost hit like 400 attack if you give her Adamant?
Meditites.
Yeah, it's something crazy like that. I'm pretty sure.
40 attack.
But it's got pure power. So 196.
Yep, it almost hits 400.
Yeah,
which is,
like it's...
don't look at his HP stat.
I mean,
you know, maybe Bronzong will set up Trick Room for it. You never know.
Hey, that's actually...
That's the only situation I see it doing anything, I think.
It's not a terrible idea, actually. Give it like an Iron Ball or something. That makes it slower, right? Or does that make him fatter? I'm trying to remember.
It makes it slower. It has 60 base speed. I think you're not worried. I think it outspeed. It Trick Room will outspeed most of the things you want it to.
I mean, it's still scary at a tight, right? Like, if you get close to combated by that little thing with almost 400 attack, it could do something.
It could do something, but I just don't think it's going to be very easy for us to find ourselves in that situation where it's going to actually do anything.
I mean, yeah, it's getting brought once and then never again, but, like, it exists. It's not the worst shit one. That probably goes to Lampent. And even Lampent is the absolute worst because it has, like, flame body and stuff, right? So...
This team feels absolutely weak to steel types. Like, this has nothing to break through steel types other than Salazzle and Fernape. And Meditite.
Yeah, I guess that could be a problem.
Because basically everything here is walled by the bulky steel archetype.
That's true.
Not that there's many to go around, and Bisharp's dad is banned. For reasons.
Hey man, it's what the people voted.
The people have horrible opinions and should be imprisoned.
I mean, they're the ones that gotta play the game, right?
They let me get the Zamazenta, like the ugly form. No, he's the good form. Naked Miguel.
I mean, thank God we banned Chiyu, because you had Dark as your pick, and I knew that was gonna be like fucking pick one. So I was like, please God, let these people ban.
Thank God they banned Gliscor. He would have been 6-0 teams.
Alright, I didn't actually think that was gonna go through. That was a joke, and then it went through. And then Grunkle was like upset at the end when he was in round and somebody else picked Lando, and he was like, actually, we should unban Glycor.
Glycor 100% would have been taken by then if Lando was also taken.
I don't know, man. Like we said, was fucking Cartana around 11?
You're right. That left me baffled. I wanted a normal team. Trust me, I wanted a normal team, but these... I was gifted this.
Yeah, I don't know. Blame Puff for fucking picking Victory Bell over Cartana. I guess he wanted another Sun abuser, but...
Next up, whose team is this?
This is Rust, I believe.
Rust. Yeah, this is the team that... It looks fine on paper, but I just don't like it.
No, I hate Alakazam.
All of these mons just look unfun to use, except like Dragonite and like Ogerpon, and those are like the two honest mons on the team. Everything here is like filthy nasty. Like Swampert is annoying, Ursaluna is annoying, Pigos is annoying, Sawsbuck is Sawsbuck.
Sawsbuck is peak, man.
Amoonguss is annoying, Slowbro is cheap, Mew is cheap, Alakazam is Terrawater.
Jeffrey Epstein is pretty good, actually, I'm not gonna lie. If you put a Protect on it, then he starts sweeping.
It is, but when you're... Oh, it's like another offensive water type on this team, and I just don't see like justification going back into water at this point. When you have an offensive water and you have a defensive water.
Yeah, and the Terra Water and Alakazam.
This team did not need a Ghost Switch in. You have 3 normal types. Granted, one of them is Sawsbuck, but still.
Yeah.
Amoonguss takes them well, Ogerpon takes them well, like Swampert. Everything here is just has good natural bulk and natural offense. You have your grounded poison, you have your flying type, you have your 2 good ground types, wall breaker, setup sweeper. This has everything you need, and it has okay speed tiers too.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I know. Doesn't it not have a flying resist too? Even though like that's not a super important thing, but I don't think it does.
It does not have a flying resist, and I've played without a flying resist before, and it feels awful even though it wasn't a big issue.
It only has 1 bug resist too, which is probably going to be a problem because he's got a lot of bug weakness.
Yeah, the Torkoal's gonna go crazy here.
Terra Blast Torkoal, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. D-Knight's gonna be scared to switch in. With Ancient Power on loaded up.
Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of see your point now about that team. I mean, I think this one's good.
Other than the U-turn switch-ins being kind of tough, like, Amoonguss can take a lot of them, but the question is whether or not Amoonguss could do anything back to the mentioned U-turner.
Yeah, because you want to run kind of in a conundrum between Rocky Helmet and Boots there if you're trying to...
Mm-hmm. Also, if it's something like Scizor, like, your only way to touch that, you'll be forced to run, like, Foul Play. Or else you just can't beat it at all. Other U-turners, like Noivern or something, obviously you can't switch into that with Amoonguss. Obviously Noivern isn't a threat because of its strong U-turn, but it's the same idea. Like Banded Staraptor.
Staraptor. Do we have Staraptor?
We don't. We have a Braviary, I think.
No way. No shot. We have a Braviary.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Puffstraft. I don't know. We have some sort of like normal flying Shitmon that has U-turn.
You talking about Mega Pidgeot?
Maybe. Like, this team is weak to Mega Pidgeot, I'll say that.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the same division though, so they should be...
Should be good.
Okay, unless they both get playoffs and then get matched with each other, then he's in trouble.
Like, the picks for this team started out really weak, I think. Like, Ogerpon's a good pick. After that, it kind of felt really weak. But going back and towards the end, it still is pretty strong. Like, Mew... I don't know why they just didn't make Mew Terra Captain. Mew's so good.
He told me he was very afraid of getting Mew stolen from him if he went Alakazam and then Mew. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna get Mew, and then just bite the bullet and make Alakazam my Terra captain.
Why didn't he make Mew his Terra captain and just skip Alakazam? That's what I'm wondering.
I think he really wanted Torpedo. I'm not sure. Like, he wanted a Mega, I know that. And there wasn't really a lot of good ones that fit. So, also Terrapagos is pretty good. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
It's alright. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's like Terrapagos like Galapagos, or it's like Terrapagos. I hear that a lot too.
Yeah, because Terra. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that thing's threatening enough.
It's a weird mon. It feels like it's just useless in a lot of scenarios, but it also has the potential to be really oppressive sometimes.
Yeah.
Dragonite just feels really busted, I think, a lot of the time. If you take its set diversity into account, it has like Heal Bell, obviously the Dragon Dance sets. You could run Curse and boost your defense. I see that a lot, and it's super annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. This team.
Special sets, obviously. Oh, and multi-scale mons. This thing and Terrapagos with the no Terra Shell won't work actually, but the multi-scale mons and weakness policy is just really annoying.
Yes. But at least Terra Shell doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Looking at this team, I'm realizing that its only ice resists are Sharpedo and if Alakazam is Terra, so that's kind of going to be a problem considering that Sawsbuck, Amoonguss, Dragonite are all weak to it.
So in a sense, it's kind of a problem, where like there are going to be strong ice types that kind of destroy this team, but I don't think there are many ice types that are actually drafted because of the good ones being like secondary ice.
I guess that's true. I mean, Scorbunny, if they're in the same division, he'd be super scary with Arctazolts, but again, he didn't, or not.
An ice type is like a coverage move, isn't very strong. Like Swampers be able to tank it, Ogerpon can take it easy. Slowbro with an Assault Vest can just easily eat those up.
For sure. Yeah, I'm seeing your point. I'm not seeing very many ice ones.
The Blizzard guy, we just talked about him, Dracozolt, he's gonna be a big threat here.
Arctozolt? Yeah, I think so. I guess. So,
if the ice type has freeze dry, then this team's cooked.
Yeah, definitely.
And like Slowbro is the only potential answer, I think.
Slowbro? What? Let me see Slowbro's stats, because I know this one isn't as defensively as inclined as his brother is. He's got like, what, 70 special defense?
Yeah, it's 95 HP, which is pretty good, 70 special defense. It does have Regenerator, so if you want to take those special moves, it has to have Assault Vest, I think.
Whoa, you're telling me you're going to bring Scrappy Slowbro and not use...
Quick Claw. Yeah. No, we don't have... Unfortunately, we can't always bring the cheese set. As funny if it is.
So, I'm sure it'll come once in the blue moon. But no, I think it's a solid team. I'm gonna need to see how he pilots it though.
The first time I got to 1800, I got absolutely carried by this mod. Say it.
Oh, bro.
Yes.
Was it the gimmick set?
Yep.
Oh my god.
It was beautiful. I love it, but I hate it.
Fighting it, you hate it. When you're using it, you're like, tee hee hee.
When I'm using it, I hate it too. Because it doesn't activate it when you want it to.
Yeah. Wasn't there talk of banning Monoclaw in OU for like a time because people were really upset that there was people that were just running 6 Quick Claw mons?
In the beginning of Gen 9, some guy got rank 1 with like a Monoclaw team or something.
Yeah.
And it was like... It wasn't good, I'll say, but it worked. Yeah. And people got really annoyed by it.
I agree. I hate Quick Claw.
Had like Quick Claw Iron Hands, like Quick Claw Gambit. The King Gambit didn't even have Sucker Punch. It was just straight up hope for the Quick Claw.
And he got rank 1 with that?
Yes, either rank 1 or like something really high like 2000s. And then he posted it.
Disgusting. Alright. Yeah, this is a solid team. We'll do good.
Yeah. Up. Oh.
Creeper.
I think the 6 mon right here, like right beneath Overquill, is probably like the glue for this whole team. It's like probably the best mon on this whole team, I think.
Oh, maybe in the whole draft even.
Yeah, definitely. It could absolutely carry a team.
For sure.
On the surface, I look at this and I have no clue what's happening.
Yeah, the team is...
It feels kind of all over the place. Like, you have Trick Room Emons, like Screamtail, Hoopa, Poopa, and Wiped, but neither of them are slow Trick Room users, so they can't benefit from it on their own. So they're kind of setting it for Mawile and, like, Kunkelder. It also has webs.
Yeah, like Araquanid webs would definitely help. Does it have a ghost?
But it has nothing, like nothing here to even like prevent any sort of rapid spinning or defogging. Like all you have is Flame Body Heatran to try to say no to that. Poison Point Overquill. And try to punish it.
Don't be sleeping on the quill.
This has like all the hazards. It has Fortress, has Overquill. But it doesn't have any removal, so it's like you have 2 playstyles, but you can't really abuse either of them that well.
No removal, you said?
I can't abuse them that well.
Oh, I see what you mean, I see. I was like
Trick Room mode isn't going to be that great, and neither is like Hazard Stacking mode. I don't know what Heatran does on this team.
Yeah, I mean, Trick Room could be threatening with Mawile, right? And with
yeah. Mawile is also a mon that always gets one. I've never seen Mawile come away from a game without a kill unless someone just switched it into Headlong Rush or something.
Yeah, I mean the issue with Mawile is that even with webs up, she's too fucking slow. Like, yeah.
And of course, anything that can avoid webs, like any sort of flying type, anything with boots.
Yeah, this team also doesn't have great. Like it's got what, 1 ground immunity, and then the rest is 1 resist, and then the rest is either hit super effectively or neutrally.
Yeah, team hit really hard by ground types. Not really so much ghost types, even though it kind of looks like it has one resist. Like Heatran's super specially bulky. Como has bulletproof. Dragowsi is really specially bulky. And physical ghost types don't exist.
Mega Banette, you're sleeping on her.
Luckily she wasn't drafted. I can't believe people didn't see the hidden potential.
So good. No, he has...
I don't know, this is like the opposite of one of the draft earlier talked about, where I said that I see the vision, but the mods aren't any good individually. This is the opposite. All of the mods here I think are exceptional, but they just don't have any synergy.
I mean, I guess we'll see. Yeah, she's got, what, 4 Pokemon in the 40s and 1 in the 50, and then, yeah, like 2 of her mons are above 100, and 1 of them is Screamtail, which is not great.
Komo's definitely gonna have to carry this if this wants to push through the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm not sure, like you said, I'm not seeing actually a single bad mon on the team, it's just...
I have to battle this team actually. I'll kind of leak what I was thinking about it. Azelf is the only threat to me.
Azelf, let me see your team. I see it.
It has Dazzling Gleam for my Hydra. And it has Nasty Pot or like Calm Mind to do whatever.
Yeah, I guess it outspeeds Gallade, right? Because Gallade is 110. Yeah. I mean, Zamek can probably just solo it, right, by switching to Terrifier and then...
Yeah, but it can only do that once. It's a problem. So I have to do something to do with it.
I hate to say it, man. Assault Vest Stunfisk.
I don't... This thing has Levitate. I don't think Stunfisk could touch this.
Yeah, you just spam discharge. He doesn't have any ground types.
Oh yeah, gambling. Wait, this doesn't have any ground types.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Galgy's a ground type. It would eat.
What?
It would eat. Trust me.
I was thinking just spam discharge and then hope to get paralysis. But I don't know. I'll have to see how it comes together. I mean, you could always run a special surprise rain dance set and have overkill sweep.
Yeah. This team, like, it has good enough mons where that if you're creative enough and you're unexpected enough, I think is the big thing here. You can pull out wins out of your ass. You can make them appear out of thin air.
Como O, super threatening. Poopa Unbound, super threatening.
Poopa Unwiped.
Yeah, Poopa Unwiped, my bad. Metagross, I don't know, you can run like a weakness policy agility set that they have on random battles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still something.
Fortress, the curse sweeper.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I mean, you could always just play like a game of trades and then still be like come out decently well.
You trend like sub Bataya Berry with Flame Charge. I don't know if you're familiar with the berries. That's a special attack boosting one.
Oh. No, I don't know the berries. I mean, I know some of them off, but like Akka is the fire resist one, right?
Yeah. I think there's probably 2 other people in this draft league who knew off the top of their head what the Bataya Berry did.
Yeah.
That's Silver and Finch.
Yeah, okay. I always have to look up. Isn't it the steel one is the Babiri Berry?
Yes.
Yes. That one I know. And then Choppel is fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Shuka is ice.
Ground.
No, ground. Yacht is ice. That's right. See, I totally know my.
You're well versed in the berry lore.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's a berry that if they hit you with a special attack, it deals back like 160 or something.
What is that? Is that the Boca berry? I forget.
Something like that. I don't know. Okay,
no, that's the physical one.
Okay, Catfries ran that one last draft.
Why? That sounds so useless.
It was like we needed Doug to like to break the opponent's sash on turn 1, but he also wanted to get Stealth Rock up. Stealth Rock up, and then the berry activated. I don't know. It was really stupid, to be honest.
Okay.
You have to believe in Catfries, man. Almost every time we prepped, he'd come to me with Cyclozar having rain dance.
He cooks. I respect it. If he like brings the silliest stuff, I can't like say anything about that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Sun with
Photosynthesis.
9 tails. It seems the Terra Captain Torkoal was taken.
Yeah, it's funny because he had the option to go rain, and instead decided to build a Sun team. And honestly, it's pretty good, right? I
do like this team. It doesn't super rely on Sun. You don't need Sun to win. Great Tusk doesn't even like benefit that much from Sun. Wick obviously does, but Bolts doesn't need it. Zard doesn't even really care about it that much. It does so much damage anyway. But you can obviously boost this thing to become like absolute nuke if the Sun happens to be up.
For sure. Lando T, always a great pick. Insane round 11 pick, might I add.
It's a pretty solid round 11 pick. Kind of standard. Oh, I normally see it go around 12.
If you look at the draft, you see all these people picking ground, like putting their hands together, getting all greedy. They're like, yeah. Everybody else is gonna pick Lando round 12. I'm picking it round 11.
Speaking of greedy grounds, this team has 4 of them.
It does.
Four grounds, 6 dragon types. This team does not like Volt Switch. I'm telling you one thing: if I battle this team, I'm not bringing Zeraora. Guja Terrifier.
Does it have an ice resist? I mean, it has 9 tails, but
That's
that's about it, isn't it?
Ninetales. Terrifier Guja. Thick Fat Memo Swine.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's there.
And Iron Hands can work versus physical ice types in general.
True.
It can work
I
versus
think
ice types. I think this team just loses to other dragon heavy teams. This has no fairy type. This is no steel type.
that's true.
Yeah,
No
like,
fairy type in the field.
if I get Dragalgian on this team, all I'm saying is Amon goes down immediately.
I guess High Dragon would be scary versus this
Yeah.
team.
Like,
Um,
in that same vein, Fairy too, even though there are less good fairies around the dragons.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, but he has Gudra Terrifier, which kind of.
It didn't work, but Ival, I think, shreds up this team with just a like SD set, because this has no CC resist too, other than Lando, I guess.
And Silvally.
Oh, Silvally flying the big threat.
Hell yeah. I mean, I guess that'd be a problem, but actually, yeah, what do they do against that?
Either of the fighting resists actually have recovery either. Lando is still pretty good fighting switch in, but anything that has like any sort of ice coverage immediately blows this thing up too.
Yeah, and I mean, switching into Valiant is always sketchy. Especially because it can probably just Moonblast, even them.
And I feel like all the speed tiers are just exactly the same. They're all like in that 100 to like 90 range. So many of these mods.
Yeah.
And
They're
everything
gonna be rolling Fun or booster for that, I guess.
everything above that just fully outspeeds everything, and everything under that just runs max HP.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of them have speed boosting options, right? Like Huron with DD, Great Tusk with Rabbit Spin.
They can all speed boost and sweep. This team can definitely sweep you, but I'm worried about getting like, I'm worried about it getting swept, because your only immediate speed booster is Walking Wake, or if you're running like that 0 attack Tusk, then you get the speed boost on that.
Yeah, I guess that could be a problem. Does Guter get Dragon Tail? Let me see.
Yes.
Yeah, because if it does, then there's at least that.
Mm-hmm.
It's Slagoo that doesn't get Dragon Tail, right?
Okay. Why do you know this
No,
Slagoo lore?
You mustn't have. Slagoo was legitimately good in like month 1 ZU.
Iron Hands gets Whirlwind.
Iron
I mean, phasing moves aren't like
Slagoo was.
the most reliable, I think.
I need you to understand, bro. Slagoo was the shit in month 1 ZU.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, there were so many what's it called? Quiver dancers. It was like the Oriacorios, there was Lilligant, them. So having Sap Cipher and then also having like especially defensive mon. Because Scovillain was like top 5 mons, easy, and Slagoo was like one of the only mons that could switch into it and beat it 1-on-1.
If he could beat the Goat Skull Villain, then I admit defeat. Slagoo is... It's a
I'm
mon.
telling you, it was so underrated. I was so pissed when I put it on like S tier in my tier list for that, and the ZU tier leader was like, "What the fuck is this? Why is Slagoo so high?" I was like, "You don't understand, dude. I was like top 5 on the ZU ladder, so I was Slagoo's strongest soldier."
That's why you're hyping it up versus me.
That's a Hisuian version, so I'm not as familiar with that one's game, but it's still pretty good.
This team, I think, very bad defensively, but offensively is just super, super threatening. Like, everything here is a giga threat offensively. I think because of that, this could definitely get wins pretty easily.
Oh, for
Especially
sure.
if you are prepared for it. Me personally, I'm just bringing 6 sashes, but...
6 sashes. I mean, that could be something just to get your boosts off and then immediately start going. I think the only liability is really Savali. That's gonna get brought once and then never again. but that's
Mhm.
okay.
I think Zygarde is pretty outclassed by a lot of the things here. Like, you have better physical ground types, you have better Dragon Dance Sweepers.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Zygarde getting brought for somebody like N, who's super ground weak, and then maybe they think, oh, let me bring a bunch
All
of
three
air
of them.
balloons, and then he just brings, like, just starts doing 1,000 arrows.
Yeah, I could see it getting brought if someone's weak to something specifically, like really weak to ground types or really weak to Dragon Dance Sweepers, and you want to stack all of them, but
Mm-hmm.
in a normal match, I think you want more variety than picking Zygarde and like stacking it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the only one other than Raging Bolt that gets priority, I think.
I don't. E-speed from this guy isn't very strong. I'll be honest.
If it could Terra Normal, that'd be different, but it can't. What is it, like 100 attack? Yeah. Eh.
Not awful,
It's
but
there.
it's. I don't think it'll be very useful.
No. I imagine Zygarde's not going to get picked that often. But
Overall,
it wasn't to Lando, so that's all that really matters.
overall, despite like the weaknesses, this team is solid. I think just because how scary it is offensively.
Definitely.
Oh, here we go.
Best
Oh boy.
best team in the draft right there.
So you get started off with steel type, right? So let's take a look at some of the primary steals. We got Mega Mawile, we got Jirachi, we got not much honestly. I guess Arch is a decent first pick.
Hell yeah.
But
And
still
then
a
we went into
Steela.
back.
And yeah,
What's the
like
first pick?
looking good so far. We got Arch, we got Bax, right? We got two strong dragons, special one, physical one. We managed to get two dragon types that do different things. That's rare. Like I got a Latios and a Hydreigon. I'm envious.
I see. Then you got
But
Frostlass.
then we see Frostlass and things start to get a little iffy because Frostlass is kind of bad. But okay, maybe you're going for like a snow team, right? Like Bax Galloper. Frostlass gets hit like Veil or Taunt or Spikes or whatever. And then Chandelure comes out. And then like question marks are appearing. You have to wonder where they're going. And from there, everything goes out the window with the next pick. I could not comprehend this. The Terra Bug Torkoal.
Hold on, is Pangoro primary dark or primary fighting?
Wait.
It's primary fighting, okay.
Okay, so it just it messes up here.
I was like, hey, this is really bad.
So after the Bug Torkoal, I think everything goes downhill because one, like, Torkoal does nothing for this team. Like, it boosts your Chandelure.
It boosts Chandelure, it gives you the Proto boost on Slitherwing, and it gives Victory Bill the double speed.
But like, is that enough to justify bringing Torkoal, which is it's a shitmon. I'll be honest, Torkoal sucks.
Whoa. I mean, on a Sun team with more Sun abusers, he's okay.
he's still the worst one on the team by far in every single Sun team.
Well, yeah, but he's that. It's like saying Pelipper is the worst on a Rain team. It's like, well, of course.
Yeah, but this team doesn't have enough to like justify. Well, one like Pelipper is a lot better than Torkoal, but this doesn't have enough to justify bringing him on this bad. I think like almost all of the time.
He's got Terra Bug to resist Earthquake in a pinch, I guess. You know.
The infamous Terra Bug.
Spinners. Does he have Defog?
Beyond that, like, Claydol is one of its spinners, and Claydol is bad. Torkoal's the other one of the spinners, and Torkoal is awful as a spinner.
Yeah.
And no defoggers. You've grounded poisons or Victory Bell and Nidoqueen. Like, alright, I guess.
I feel like Nidoqueen's okay, like, for certain matchups.
Nidoqueen's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Your priority is just, like, first impression. Just like
Gets
pretty.
Ice Shard, doesn't that get Ice Shard?
Yeah, backs.
Yeah, that's something.
So that's like you'll be needing both of those a lot of the time, I think, because when you look to the speed tiers, your two mons that have any sort of speed are one not very fast at all, like 110 and 105 isn't blazing fast.
Mm-hmm.
But also they're both awful.
Yeah, and then you Rapidash Galar. I was looking at the matchups, and it actually does cook in exactly one matchup. It has a good entry point into the majority of a certain someone's team, which is really funny, I think. But again, it's Rapidash, so
Yeah. It's just talk about Rapidash. Say hello to YouTube.
Oh, hi YouTube.
We have the second best draft player in the world here. We have we have Ventus. Welcome to the video. If you would like, I can send you this document. You could follow along with us.
Sure. I'd love to analyze shit.
And I got 2 DMs from Puff, which I won't be reading.
I mean, defensively, this team isn't actually that terrible, right?
In type-wise, no, but the mons themselves don't actually like resist anything, if you know what I mean.
Whose set of mons is
This is Speak of the Devil. This is Puff.
this? This is possible, yes.
I mean,
'Cause,
for
like-
Earthquake, they've got 1 ground immunity.
You got if you're clicking Earthquake versus team, like Wo-Chen, Slitherwing, and Claydol aren't like the best Earthquake switches. It's like a Nightmare Blunt rotation. Like if you asked me the theme for those 3 mons, I would say shit mons.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
not great.
I'm being harsh on Slitherwing, but
Yeah, Slitherwing isn't a Shitmon, but Wo-Shen and Claydol definitely are at this point.
Oh, what all teams have you got it with?
the first 9, including yours.
I had a document that like better was better set up than this for my team.
Okay,
Oh, so you want to like prove your worth to YouTube?
okay, buddy.
Send it over. Like sell your
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Send it over. We'll let you argue
Oh,
your
so-
point.
okay. Yeah, because the doc that I have for mine is set up a bit easier because I have it like set up properly in the teams and matchups thing, so you can actually like do the drop downs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure sharing's on.
I just didn't want to take more than 5 minutes to do this.
There you go. I'll send it to Spidops too.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Iron Boulder jump scare. Love to see it. And here we got we got the matchups for matchups for every team that you're against.
Screw that up.
Look neat. Actually pretty solid. Though that's coming from me, which is
Analyze. I see you got a bit lazy when pasting the opponent's teams in after the 3rd round.
check on here.
I only paste it up to my pools.
Okay, so sell it to us. What makes your team not the worst team in the league?
Okay, well, that's a hard sell to make. But I like to explain my boys. I like to explain what I have here
Mm-hmm.
because I have indie makings. See, I can run a couple different archetypes here, right?
Yeah.
So I can run the fabled singles side spam.
I guess with expanding force Necrozma.
Because Necrozma and Blacephalon both have expanding force.
Mm-hmm. And psychic type coverage on Blaze hits the It's what does it hit? Talk specs?
Okay, that's against this matchup. That's against that matchup, which is what.
I mean in general.
That's in general. It hits. You know, like it hits a lot of things, right? Opium. It hits the. Let's see what matchup do I look up? Week 1, you know, it hits the fabled Dragalgi.
Oh, wait, that might be big.
Hits the Como-O.
Mm-hmm. It's good for Como, I'll give you that.
It smacks Como upside the head. The fire coverage hits Mawile, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
And the Psychic Train can stop the Sucker Punch.
It also hits Fortress and Metagross. Dude, Cephalon hits a lot of things for my week 1 matchup, you know?
I mean, using...
Yeah, but they can't Heat Ran just come in, and I guess if you go Specs, but then you're still gonna be...
Hey, like a Spec Shadow Ball will still chunk a Heat Train, you know?
I mean, using this team as the example isn't selling it the best, because this is also one of the, I think, the least threatening teams.
Can't please y'all. My first matchup isn't really the hardest thing to deal with, though.
You could win that, I believe in you.
I don't want to sound mean when I say that, but...
No, that's what this video is. We get to be mean to everybody.
Week 2, you know... Hey, well, Cephalon does... Hey, Psychic hits even more in week 2, you know? Hits the Flamigo, hits the Nihilego and Nidoking.
Nihilego fine, but I think you're just blowing up the rest of those with Fire Blast anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got one Mon. We got for each matchup 1 Mon, so that's something. You proved it's. Yeah, the side train is good.
Necrozma can do anything. Necrozma can do everything in every single matchup. Necrozma is the GOAT.
Okay, what can Necrozma do?
Necrozma can do anything. You know, it has like every set under the sun. You need like you want to run support Necrozma like an idiot. You can. You want to run like a physical Dragon Dance set. You can do that shit. You want to run Calm Mind, Autotomize, or some shit. You can do that shit. You want to run Power Meteor Beam. That shit's heat.
Isn't your team like pretty scared of Crocodile though? For Ram. Just looking at this.
Focus Sash Lampen, burns it, Z best.
Okay.
I think Trevenant puts in the goob here.
Yeah, no, Meow just clicks Flower Trick. Then what?
He goes into Rotom Heats.
I was gonna say he can probably switch to Rotom, right?
He goes to Enamorous Therian.
Oh shit, Enamorous Therian is a good one actually. And here,
yeah, Enamorous Therian goes, unfortunately, triple Axel.
Oh, that's right.
You're just gonna decide that the Rotom isn't gonna switch in, it's gonna be the Enamorous.
See, Meowscarada hits a lot of things on this team, though.
Doesn't the Arcanine just wall you too?
Okay, the Arcanine's an issue, but Meowscarada hits everything on this team. Literally everything.
Well,
There's one set that can hit everything for super effective on this team.
Meowscarada's a good Mon.
Okay, except for Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat's the only thing it doesn't smack.
Okay.
I literally just have to run fucking Play Rough, Triple Axle, Flower Trick, and then
knock off.
Then just knock off.
Okay.
And then this whole team just falls to Meowscarada.
Okay, I want you to look at your third matchup versus Grunkle, and I want you to look at their second Mon. What is your plan to beat that Mon?
My plan to beat Hisuian Gudra.
He could probably do Trick on one of his Mons, right?
I can run like Trick. I can run like Trick Scarf. I can Trick Scarf.
Yeah.
Trick Scarf will shut it down real quick.
That's probably the only thing you can do. He probably does it with Zoroark too.
Because I feel like Blaze isn't good into this team at all. It has Manaphy, it has
Hold on, wait,
Volcanion.
Let me check some real quick. Let me go to the team builder real quick and see.
Against Grunkle? Yeah, I don't know.
Iron Boulder gets washed by Scizor. Necrozma, this has double steal and has a Latias. I don't think Necrozma's doing anything. Slowking.
Let me see.
Guja, obviously.
On a separate tab here. Alright. What do I have that can deal with this Hisui and Gudra? It's trapped by Sylvally, infested by bulky Sylvally.
Oh my god.
ZU at best.
Alright.
That would involve you bringing bulky Sylvally infestation. That in itself is a crime.
Yeah.
Hey, would it work though?
No, I don't think so, because he probably has body press.
Shit, right, I'm Sylvally Dark.
Alright.
Shit. And then Trevenant walls it, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
Trevenant has block.
It does?
Yeah, Trevenant has block, so Trevenant can trap it and kill it.
With what?
Yeah, until it has sap sipper, and then...
What are you killing it with? Curse?
Yeah, I can block and curse. What the fuck's it gonna do? The fuck is that thing gonna do if it gets blocked and cursed?
Honestly,
It's gonna like click flamethrower twice, and it's gonna end up at 50% HP, but your Trevenant's gonna end up at 0% HP.
No.
Unfortunately, yeah, harvest citrus with max bulk.
Oh, I see you.
Something. Alright, so are we saying Puff Team is... Oops, I didn't mean to poke it rogue. Are we saying Puff Team is worse or better than Ventus is?
It's a tough call. They're both certainly teams that have been drafted.
Okay. I'd like to point to the words Torkoal Bug.
I'd like to point to the words Necrozma Rock.
Necrozma
Or
Rock
like-
actually has a thing it can click. It's called fucking Autonomize and then getting hit by a fucking Terror Rock meteor beam.
I mean, that is threatening, but then there is also the Torkoal thing where, as stupid as it is, it does get like a one-time earthquake resistance where it can hope to burn the thing that was...
Hey, Torkoal Bug is worse, but also...
Oh, I know!
This team is like... It's like trash versus garbage.
Yeah, it was like arguing with people.
And
that
also
really...
Actually, Victorville's kind of threatening. I don't like Victorville's actually pretty strong.
Victorville always, like, everyone always scared of it, and then it ends up doing nothing. That's the problem I have with Victorville.
I mean, at least it
Class is annoying. They have fucking backs though, backs and arc.
Yeah, if you just look at the first two picks, this team.
See,
is great.
the argument for both of your teams is that you have like 3 mods that are really good.
Listen, I got Necro Rock, I got Boulder, got Glow King, got Horror Orc.
Okay, bro, Glow King is
Cephalon.
good. Glow King is good in the
Meow.
vacuum on your
Not on this team. It does not do anything.
Nah, he cooks. So Valley
Glow-
Dark, you know, or Mega Absol, you know, it got some good mons here. Honchcrow,
Hmm.
That's it. Like, you managed to make Glow King bad. That is impressive.
I don't think I have the worst team in this league.
You think Puffs is worse?
Who do you think is worse?
Then? That's a question then. I don't think there's any other ones.
I don't-
You can't be the worst if you're tied for worst.
Oh, I see.
I think Puffs is just as bad as mine.
You're going for the gamble.
Like, you know, we'll have to see when the game comes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see the argument because yours at least has fast, strong mons. His, like, Bax is not fast, so he needs a turn to set up, which is a problem.
Yeah, bro's speed tier is cheeks.
I
Yeah.
feel like Puff is better at actually sweeping, but it's just gonna get swept easier than your team. This team can't revenge kill anything.
He needs to bring Plunder Policy, Fleet Powder, Victory Bell.
It's gonna bring Silver's stupid like worry seed set to be Gliscor that doesn't exist.
I want to talk about Gliscor. Fucking hate that Pokemon.
Hey, we'll see when the battle comes. We'll see who truly has the worst team.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell who has the worst team. It's who, but it doesn't mean that doesn't decide. 'Cause it's also about how you trap and how you play and all.
Well, for the lore, we could say whoever loses has the worst team.
Okay.
But like, okay, so if it's League 5, so I can get all like the speed tiers and shit, right?
Because if Puff wins, you know he'll be saying Torkoal's better than Necrozma.
Yeah, I know. But if you look at like their speed tier here,
Oh, it's
Yeah, they have
atrocious.
much better speakers, I know.
also their most threat. The thing that threatens my team the most is like on like type scale is like, oh man, I'm gonna get cooked by a fucking Pangoro. Watch out.
Hey, chill on peak.
He has a lot of attack, I
He's
guess.
really good if you put a sash on him, okay?
He was really good at, like, Sword Shield PU. No, RU. I think he was actually RU. He popped off.
I believe it. How much attack does he have?
Wait, look at his last ability. That's kind of like the Slowbro guy.
Pangoro Smogan. He was NU in Sun and Moon, RUBL in X and Y.
Ooh, he
Sword
went
Shield
crazy.
was NUBL.
Ah.
Do you ever... Oh, I guess he could run Scrappy for him. Ooh, Scrappy Bandit
And
close combat
it's
is actually good.
the
and
best
effective.
the best priority moves that it has. It's like the only priority move the users are Pangoro, Slitherwing, and Bax. That's about it. I'm not gonna get hit by a fucking Frostlass, Ice Shard, or a Gapadash fucking quick attack.
My favorite
That's
part of
just not
the
happening.
Pangoro Scrappy is that you can hit those Ghost type, which while you're knock off very effectively.
Yeah. What do you mean? This one. I mean, I was thinking like the dark type is in, and then you go for a close combat, which you can do because the ghost can't absorb it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thought process, not that you would
I mean,
be a ghost type in front of
Like,
you.
I'm not gonna get fucking sucker punched by a Frostlass. I might get sucker punched by a Victory, but I'm not gonna get fucking sucker punched by a fucking Frostlass.
I hope you're not sucker punched by a Victory. Well, that thing can double its speed at will.
Yeah, that motherfucker will hurt.
I mean, you could just bring in DD and then absorb, like, not have to
That
worry.
too,
about
you know, Indeedee does the Indeedee thing.
that. I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of split. I don't hate Pop's team as much as Fungal does.
I think this is... It hurts my eyes to look at.
The Rapidash Galar pick I have to respect. This is so out of left field for me.
I mean, at that point in time, like, it's all you could go for.
I'm sure there was better psychics.
I don't know, man. There was, like... All the good psychics are taken really early.
Psychic, and they're like, "Whoa, what do you mean? There's all the good psychics are gone?" Let me see.
Yeah, cause I took 3 of them. Or I took 4 of them. Sorry.
I don't know if Indeedee is a good one. I don't
That
know.
actually bugs. We should not have banned Shadow Tag. People were like, "Nah, dude, Gothitelle is gonna cook." Like, fuck out of here. What
Oh, and Ikatera got the tail's gonna sweep me.
Bro, I was so upset. I was like, "No, she's not. You're gonna know that she's coming." That's when they were like, "You know what? Gothitelle, too much. Doug Trio though, that's fine."
No, what bugged me was even like a Finch made fun of Doug It's like, oh no, I have to bring a shit shell once. And then he also voted ban on Shadow Tag.
I know, that pissed me off. Okay, Mess Spirit or Yuxi would probably be better than what he picked.
I don't know, those
Somebody
mods are
took-
pretty...
Yeah, somebody took Azelf, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, fucking week 1 I got playing Azelf. Oh man, the Azelf's gonna
been something.
Dude, Swoobat cooks.
Simple, calm mind with it's the most annoying thing ever. What else is there? Braviary Hisui would have been better. Easily.
That's a good mod.
Sheer Force, does it have tinted lens or some shit like that?
It's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets both. Like the fuck?
It would have been cool. It would have given this team a flying type, which it actually doesn't have, fun fact.
Yeah. Baby Hoopa would have been better than Gapadash too, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, Baby Hoopa, absolutely.
I mean, it's another like 70 base speed mod, so...
150 special attack though, at least.
At least it hits like a truck, just scarf it.
I mean, this team has a Baxcalibur and a Pangoro and a Slitherwing. I don't think this team is like... Its issue is that it can't hit hard.
It's true. What else is there? Noah's Pathra Band. Okay, yeah, that is it for good ones. I mean, I guess you could have gone Oricorio, but it's Oricorio.
You should have freed Espathra. Let her cook.
With Terra
They're
too?
freeing the fucking Gaga bird, bro.
I don't think so. Who is the psychic type person? Let me see.
That's me.
No, it wasn't. You were poison.
Oh yeah, Star was psychic. No, I basically am the psychic now.
Let me see who got psychic first. It was. Was it Catfries? Yeah, it was Catfries.
Did anyone take Cresselia?
I don't think so.
Cresselia would have been better than Rapidash.
Yeah, he needs more slow Pokemon. I feel like 2 levitating psychics is overkill.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Someone took Gallade and Gardevoir, right? Someone took Gallade, right?
Fungal took Gallade.
Right. Forgot.
And Finch took Gardevoir at the very end.
I feel like Mega Gallade is a cell, though.
Yeah, Mega Gallade is huge. It's super scary. Alright.
But so is just normal Gallade. You have sharpness.
Mega Gallade's
The fuck?
better.
Megalay is like one of the best mods ever. Look at it.
Yeah.
I think normal Gallade is better than
No way, man.
Mega.
Eh.
I want to run calcs on this shit for sharpness.
I calculate the close combat for Mega Gallade does slightly less, and you have like so much more damage stuff like knockoff.
And you're faster.
Yeah, you have 110 base speed compared to like 80.
Yeah. What's the difference being like, oh, Sacred Sword is a...
Oh, I could have sharpness on my Aqua Cutter.
The Sacred Sword is an 87% chance to OHKO, where close combat is only an 80.
Like a Mega Gallade has 165 attack. Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Who's next on our thing anyway? Is it Catfries?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
Catfries.
Yes.
With
Catfries.
your favorite Mon. It's your favorite Pokemon.
Sliggoo Hisui?
Sliggoo.
No, fucking Lele, dipshit.
Oh, the best Scarfer.
Yeah,
Yeah, the best
that's
Scarfer.
like, no, I love Lele. I really like that pick for him.
What I do see is on this team, Lele is by far and away the best Scarfer. It might be the only Scarfer.
I mean, Haxorus could run a Scarf every now and then.
Lock yourself into outrage.
Maybe.
You could do it. Mence could be Scarf too if you're really about that life. But the rest of them, yeah. I
Nah,
know
that
Fungal-
Scarf Aegislash is gonna be crazy. Watch out
See,
for it.
this team has decent type synergy, no ghost resist, but I mean, again, it's not too big of an issue because you have Tinkaton, you have Empoleon,
Say it.
Sliggoo.
Sliggoo,
and-
Hisui.
And you already have one of the best ghosts, Aegislash, so that's one less to worry about.
Yeah,
But
and it's got...
the speed
like
tiers
three
are pretty
hazards.
bad.
Yeah.
It's like Puff's team. Except
I
that
agree with-
you have an 100 at least. But
yeah.
Ogrepon can't hold an item.
And you have fucking Ogerpon just sitting there.
Ogrepon can't hold an item,
Scary.
so it's just always gonna be like SD most likely. You can run like spikes, I guess, but no one's gonna run that. Let's be real.
Yeah, it holds an item that gives it a free fucking life orb boost on every move.
Or you're
Eh,
talking about...
It also
Catfries.
takes Stealth Rocks every time it switches in.
I guess.
And this team, may remind you, has no grounded poison, so if T-Spikes go up, then that Ogrepon is going to be in for a world of hurt.
Right. The only thing they have is like fucking Boots, Rapid Spin, Hitmontop.
And
Yeah.
Delmise.
Delmise,
and
Empoleon. They have fine hazard
Oh, right,
removal,
forgot.
but they'll have to waste a turn doing that
Yeah.
if they don't have a poison type switch in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of upset because I want to draft Empoleon for its like competitive, so I could like block I could like make defog less useful
I do
versus
not-
Maybuds. This team doesn't have.
Not getting the mon that you want, motherfucker.
No, what I'm saying is that they're not using Empoleon to its full potential. This team has no hazard titles other than Tinkaton, and like Empoleon, you have 2 Roxmons.
And
Yeah.
Ogrepon.
Okay, bro.
He would. I don't think you know Catfries would. Catfries is like...
It's like you have Empoleon and Aegislash, which is an amazing hazard removal blocking core, and you don't even have like a T-Spike user. Your Spikes is this Ogrepon guy. Your Rocks users are mid at best. Empoleon's okay, I guess.
You'll see. He'll figure something out. He's good at cooking. His matchup into you is not great, I'm not gonna lie. But with some of the others, I think he can do good.
A lot of these mods are pretty good. But this team
Yeah.
has a lot of potential, I think.
The weak link is like Centiscorch, I think. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know what Heracross even does.
Like Trailblaze and then spam.
Right. Yeah.
Spam multi-hit moves. That's it.
It's basically if you're paralyzed from something like Pinkaton, Sliggoo, I don't know what else gets T-Wave. Anything else where you're weakened and Heracross can come in and pick up a kill with Trailblaze.
It seemed like
its attack, and then
it would be a
Mega
good
Evolve.
like wall breaker, but this team has Lele, it has Aegislash, it has Ogerpon, Heartflame.
No, dude, that's why you have to try and commit with Moxie and kill with Trailblaze or something along those lines, and then Mega into Heracross and just try and sweep that way, because it's got skill link, right? So
Oh wait, so is his plan for me to like weaken my stunts with his Lele, like memento me, and then send in Heracross get the Moxie boost?
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what he was thinking for sure. And then to immediately die to Zamazenta Terrafire. That was the plan. We at least discussed it at length. No, for you, obviously, he's not gonna try and do a Heracross sweep. But for others, it's feasible. It gets Rock Blast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it gets Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, Fen Missile. It gets.
Does it get Arm Thrust?
Yeah, but CC's
Oh,
stronger.
it does?
But you're not going to use it because close combat is just better.
Yep.
Unless
Does
you're like.
it get Drain Punch?
Really, it's got to be a Sash. Would you run Drain Punch? I guess you got 80, 115, 105. It's not terrible bulk at all.
Yeah, this thing's pretty bulky. It does not get Drain Punch. Well,
the biggest issue with him is just getting the Trailblaze off, but once he does, then he's a demon.
also he's kind of ugly. Look at his arms.
Looks like tumors. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of Pokemon that are reliant on speed. Like Ogerpon needs that Trailblaze. Salamence needs that D-Dance. Same with Haxorus.
Yeah.
I don't know, I still think it's pretty solid. Like, you got Aegislash that can be either defensive or specially defensive. Sliggoo Hisui is... I know it's a meme, but it's an alright switch in, and then it can spam Dragon Breath to try and paralyze something. It can, though. It's not the worst, especially if you... Because you bring in your fairy, and then it decides, okay, I've done my job, I'm going to click Steel Beam so I can get some momentum going and get my teammate in. It does that by killing itself. But I don't know. It's underrated. Ventus, you gotta back me up. Connie used Sliggoo to decent effect last league. Yeah.
Fuck you.
What? I don't. Oh, cause. Oh right. Sliggoo was the reason that Ventus lost actually. But
I lost the game to a Sliggoo getting full paired, to my Honchkrow getting full paired by a fucking Sliggoo. No full pair. I could have played to win.
So this league will get the run back, right? You have to Honchkrow again?
Bro, he looked at his pace and he had no speed. He had like 8 speed in that Honchkrow. I was like, nah, that was deserved.
Shut that shit up.
Fucking 8.
Dude, I'm just saying, I closed that fucking league out with a fucking, like, bang.
The 8 is goated. He's outspeeding anything that's speed creeping him. You don't get it.
No. The thing about Honchkrow is like I literally I started that whole league off like playing like absolute fucking donkey dicks. But the last like 4 weeks I won like in a row, just fucking win after win. I was cooking with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know why too, right?
We don't talk about Necrozma.
It's because you got Necrozma and then you started playing good.
Yeah, I not only did I get Necrozma, I also locked in. Necrozma didn't do everything because I'm just saying Honchkrow got a sweep.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
but
just
I
saying
think
Temple has to hold that shit.
Look, I am gonna have to make timestamps for this video.
Hell yeah. It's like the Ventus intermission is like 2 hours long.
Oh, shut it. Right,
One of the segments is gonna be Ventus versus Puff. Overall, this team pretty good, I think.
Oh, for
compared to
Catfries,
what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the team's decent.
At first, I didn't like it, but I think that's just because of its matchup into me, and I like biased for that. It's like, oh, this will be easy. If I end up losing to it, though.
oh yeah, you're never gonna be able to show your face again if you lost to that after being like, this team is not.
It's not a good matchup enemy who loses.
Oh, that's where the BO3 draft would come in handy.
Bro,
God,
I
no.
pictures on Twitter. I was like, get this shit off my screen, dude.
Let me.
Everyone still watching at this point of the video, drop a comment on what your favorite draft format is, BO1 or BO3.
I'm just letting you know Spyro has reformatted his draft to best of 1.
Oh, thank God.
It was bullying.
His one person backing up was probably Sage, wasn't it?
If I can check who voted, because we're putting everything to votes. Oh wait, I can check who voted best of 3. Never mind, it shows me who.
Oh no.
Let me see who voted best of 3 the first time around. I'm actually curious. Best of 3, we have Iron Boulder Facts. We have Spyro himself. And I don't know like any of these other people.
Okay.
So I'm guessing like
People in that league I know is like Soapy.
Spyro plays like VGC or something. He doesn't get it. I don't know what Mr. Fax is thinking.
I just don't
I
like
think
this. I hate best of 3, bro.
I think
It sounds horrible for draft. Okay, that makes sense
Yeah.
then. Like on the surface, it sounds fine. Like there's less luck involved, right? If you lose one to bad luck, then like go again. But
Yeah.
What's the next team on the list?
I'm familiar with this one.
Fungal Plague.
Oh.
Don't worry about the other team. This is my matchup I was prepping for.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
You're worried about that Grunkle one, eh?
I think my team's kind of bad. Like a lot of the mons here are really mid.
Ooh. Ooh,
Like,
get off
we
the
get-
stage.
Cartana rounds 11, Iron Crown. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
He's
man,
a-
like man, Zamazenta is so cheeks here, man, it's just awful.
Yeah,
I hate
like,
Zenta. He is such a annoying piece of garbage for this team.
Fucking hate Zamazenta.
I voted bad on this. Okay, this wasn't my fault. I know the Zamazenta got given to me.
It went to
You let
round
this
4,
happen.
and I was like, Galayda Mega, surely nobody's gonna let him get the combo. And then the dog went to you. I was like, okay, I guess this is happening.
I think you even like predicted this. You said like Fungal's hating on Zamazenta so much, and then he's gonna end up getting it and change his tune real quick. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes before. Can't stand this broken ass dog, and then immediately
Me and the besties.
Fucking bestie.
Yeah, I mean, this team is obviously excellent. It's arguably top 1 in the league. Stunfisk is like the worst pick, and he's not even like he's still annoying because he has static, he has discharge, he has stealth rock.
Don't worry, he won't be coming past week 1. Don't worry about him.
I don't know, Stunfisk can be useful, bro.
If you end up fighting Silver in the playoffs, I do not doubt that you will bring Stunfisk.
I will not bring Stunfisk versus... Okay, I might reach an agreement with Silver where we both bring our Stunfisk, but outside of that, it's not happening. I'm just bringing Fire Spin on Iron Moth and Acid Spray, and he's losing his whole team.
Yeah, like it's like Clodsire and Stunfisk. First, like just bring the whole average down for the speed. Otherwise, it's like fucking sky high for everything.
I did a little experiment. Let me delete those two real quick, and we'll see what the speed goes to.
Yeah,
112 average.
I hate this so much.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's gonna have issues with Trick Room teams, but the good thing for him is there's not really any Trick Room teams in this entire draft.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him, Trick Room fucking sucks in singles.
Hey, back when Magirna was legal, that was it was decent, but...
Dude, Trick Room is only good in Ubers. In only Ubers.
It's a bit better in draft if it's not like you don't build your whole team around it. If you just have it as a viable option.
Yeah.
But like, you banned Mr. Metal for some reason or another.
I did not ban him. I voted to unban. It was the people. And I'm nothing if not a man of the people. Yeah, this team has like what? 1, 2, 3, 3 floaters. So ground isn't really an issue.
Audios, Hydreigon, and
Rotom.
I'll be real. I don't know like when I'm gonna bring Rotom Mo. It just doesn't feel like it does. It feels outclassed by everything I have. For everything it does.
Scarf Trick, Scarf Volt Switch. It does bad. It's fine. You can justify bringing it against like. I mean, Ventus doesn't have any grounds. You can bring it against him and then just Scarf Volt Switch into your stuff.
Okay, motherfucker.
Yeah, just Scarf Volt Switch into Hydreigon, eat a Psychic, and then immediately start spamming Scarf Dark Pulse or something.
I have one.
Or if you wanted it to be to read Ventus better, because he's like, ooh, I'm gonna pick Dazzling Gleam, then you actually do a slow Rotom Mo with Assault Vest with like 0 speed and like negative speed nature, so you get a slow Volt Switch, you gank the hit, and you go to someone else.
If only Stunfisk had like a pivot move, an electric type pivot move that was introduced in the same generation that it debuted in. That would be so cool.
Fucking Volt Switch, that'd be my 911.
He'd be like better than he is, but I mean, yeah. What is there to say about this team that isn't already immediately obvious? What are the weaknesses? Let's say.
Zeraora feels a bit underpowered on this team, I think, because one of Zeraora's biggest strengths is it can really piss off a lot of ground types with its annoying moves like Grass Knot, Taunt, Toxic, Knockoff. But this team doesn't struggle with the ground types at all, I think. So it's losing a bit of that utility.
You're kind of relying on Clodsire for hazards, right?
Yeah. Clodsire is pretty passive mod overall. If I want to use it as a wall, like Taunt, Substitute, you could abuse it for sure.
I'm trying to think of bad things and I'm struggling.
Scarf Dragapult outspeeds it. No, Zero. Scarf. Okay. Yeah, Scarf Dragapult can, with Tucker Punch, can outspeed the whole team.
Yeah, Scarf Dragapult against Zamazenta. That's something. Who has Dragapult again? It's Arachis. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that till playoffs anyway.
Arachis.
Yeah. No, it's...
Oh, the team is Celesteela weak. There we go. It's kind of weak to Celesteela in its own way.
Because if I hear the word Arachis, I think
I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. You never said it. We got fine removal options with Rotom-Mo and Latios. Hydreigon gets Defog too.
I guess I don't have a spinner, so like versus a Finch, I guess.
Yeah.
If that happens.
An issue. Yeah, your team is fucking annoying, I'm not gonna lie. How good it is. It's not even annoying, it's just strong. Is there a type that you really struggle with?
Ice, I guess. I don't have a good ice switching other than Iron Crown.
That's true. Well,
Moth has pretty good special book, I guess.
Yeah, you put an AV on that thing and you just don't have any in that.
It gets Morning Sun too. Moth is really fucking good.
I hate this game. Yeah, I don't know. This is like a very solid team. I don't know. Not much else to say. It's like probably top 1. I know people are giving Happ gassing that up, but I think yours is a bit better than his. But I mean, see.
We'll see Happ's team soon. Oh.
Silver.
Alrighty, let's talk about fucking Big Stall here.
I hate it.
I hate this team too.
Not only does this look really unfun to play as and play against, I just don't think it's very good either.
Yeah.
Like Bombardier, get that fucking thing off the road, though.
To be fair, he didn't have a choice. It was either that or like, what else was that? I think that was just it. I think I remember saying like, if somebody picks Bombardier, we can just end Silver's entire draft career right here. But then nobody did.
We could have done it to be mean, but...
I was thinking about it, and I was like, no, he's gonna get upset. I was like, that is kind of a dick move.
It would have been funny, but it definitely would have been a little over the top.
Yeah.
This would ruin his whole
go over
draft.
here, Then Silvally flying, then Rickety, then Corvus Squire, and then his draft would end.
With Rookies.
I'm so sad that Rickety never got picked. The Rickety clause never came into effect.
So he has like,
Their brains when drafting.
the Silver has like two good like Toxic Spikes mons. He has so many hazard
He was
slippers.
I thought you were joking about the Rickety clause. When she said that, I was like, why did I add that in the doc with all the specific types? I was joking, but whatever. Her team came out fine.
There's so much anti-synergy with this team. It has so much like status spreading, and it has Taboo Fini.
Is Shedtail allowed?
No.
Oh,
Cyclosaur ain't doing shit.
yeah.
And I'm the one with Orthworm, so it's not biased against Silver. But that was decided before the league started.
Like the only
Cyclosaur
team,
ain't doing shit.
like the only two mons I think that are like holding this team together are Mega Sableye that's like Magic Pounce to stop Taunt from 6-0ing this team, and Gengar because it's a good mon.
Like literally the only offensive mon on the team is fucking Gengar.
I mean, Duraludon's offensive too. It's just
Duraludon is shit.
I wonder what fucking item Silver's gonna run on the Duraludon.
Like, the Tapu Fini is probably more threatening than Duraludon. We'll be real.
Okay. To give Bombardier credit, Bombardier can hit like a fucking freight train sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What is
Bombardier
Bombardier?
does have a good. Bombardier has a usable attack stat in 3 stabs because of Rocky Payload. So and like it has Stone Edge. So you know the Rocky Payload Stone Edge will hit like a truck.
yeah, if it hits.
Okay, well.
What else is there? Big Hex is what? Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna be running other than that? What are the other ones that he has that I was thinking of? But Duraludon has 120 special attacks. That's not nothing.
Yeah, but its stab moves aren't great. Like skill stab moves or sort of special moves. You have Flash Cannon, that's pretty weak. Dragon, you're either stuck with Dragon Pulse, which is kind of weak, or Draco Meteor, which will like make you useless, and your Duraludon.
Yeah, no, I know. And his, I guess he has Cyclobar for spinning, but
You all shitting on my team, but then this fucking thing is right here.
Okay.
I still think his team's better.
This team is better, I'm sorry. It's not great, but it's better.
No, it's annoying, but like...
Like, it looks like he'll have to switch it to one of his defensive bonds, and then someone will like abuse that and set up. But like your team, people will just click an attack, and your team will cripple. It's like just fall under the weight of knockoff.
Yeah.
My question is like, yo, are we gonna see the return of Spooky Play Blissey here?
I don't think he's ever living that one down, man. That match was so fucking funny.
Oh yeah, that's Eternal. Yeah, I mean Eternal Flowhead can hit like a train at least. I guess there's some offensive presence there.
Isn't its signature move like fucking Chloroblast?
Yeah, it's basically Chloroblast, but it's fairy type.
Just kills itself.
Pretty much, but I mean like if you need to get something off the board, a Specs Light of Ruin will do that real quick.
Yeah, but knowing Silver, he's gonna try and use her defensively. Because every time people were dogging on him for making her the Terra Captain, he's like, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Terra can be used defensively as well. So...
Oh my god,
And
wait,
I mean,
Terra Blast Steel, it can hit all those Steel and Fire types, which is just very...
It doesn't fucking get Terra Blast. So it's just like... I don't know.
Its coverage is Energy Ball.
Does it get an Energy Ball? What else?
Oh, Psychic.
Psychic, and I guess just Wish, or like Calm Mind. Yeah. I don't know.
125 base.
Yeah, that's good. And 92 actually isn't terrible. Like, you could run a Scarf on this thing, but it's still
you could
not
run
a Scarf on
I feel like that's like the only chance like Silver has. There's a lot of these teams to run surprise offensive sets.
I guess you could run specially bulky. You know, you could run Wish, Calm Mind, Light of Ruin, and then like, I don't know, some other fuck ass move.
Yeah, but if you let Silver Calm Mind, Wish, Light of Ruin,
if you let an Eternal Flow Wedge set up on you, you deserve everything.
Why does this thing have 90% accuracy anyway? You're already losing half of your health to cast this spell.
Wait, Light of Ruin only 90 accuracy?
Yes. It has 8 PP.
That is... Well, Chloroblast is 95. I don't know why they... And isn't that the same with Steel Beam, too? That it's not perfectly accurate?
Yes, yeah, you can miss... I lost... Yeah, I'm missing
Yeah.
Your Steel Beam is 95, and then Flower of Ruin or something? Light of Ruin, 90%. I don't know why that one has... Is it the difference in power? No, they're all 140. I guess they just said, fuck this Pokemon, and then didn't release it anymore.
Wait, did it recoil, or do you use a flat 50?
It's a flat 50, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Light of Ruin, yeah, has... Oh no, it's recoil. What am I saying?
Wait, really?
Maybe that's why.
I thought it was like Steel Beam.
No, because for Steel Beam and Chloroblast it says user loses 50%. For this one it says one
Yeah,
half.
Oh,
it's
I
a
forgot.
flat 50 for Chloroblast.
Okay.
I think Light of Ruin is you take
So-
50% recoil.
So it won't kill itself if they switch into Corviknight. That's good to know.
Right.
It'll kill itself if they go into Blissey. Oh, well, luckily Silver planned for that and has this Blissey. He was
No,
2 steps ahead.
Eat the fucking move and not die.
Oh,
I
but,
don't know. His
well, Blissey has
looks
5 million HP.
Yeah. Isn't it something like Rampardos kills itself if it head smashes Blissey?
Yes.
Yeah, or something like that.
I mean,
Yeah, but you're also sacrificing. You're also sacking your Blissey to a Rampardos.
it's just a funny kill. I also think it was the joke was Gen 4 being so slow where the Rampardos use head smash, it would take like a day for the Blissey to die. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this team. I don't love this team. I do hate this
It
team,
just looks really annoying.
Not from a, like, this is so bad. It's alright.
It's usable, but I don't think it's very good.
No. But I mean, I guess we'll see.
Especially since he's in like the division with the scary players that know what they're doing. No offense to
Wow.
no offense to the Ryan's World division.
That meme is so
Call us
mean.
the Ryan's World division.
That meme is so funny, but so mean. I mean, if I look at the teams, it's not Ryan's World, really. I mean, there's Grunkle, Fungal, Radvil, Rust, Rams we'll get to. And Rams is next. We might as well go into Rams.
Go to Rams.
Let's go into Rams. Alright. This team has...
First thing, speed.
His speed, we see it's like a interesting. This is a theme we're seeing here. This is like a Scarf Zapdos type team.
Yeah.
At least this team has good Scarfers.
It does.
Yeah, it's got Arcanine, it's got Crocodile if you're crazy, and Amorous maybe.
Flamigo goes crazy.
Did you say
Flamigo.
Sorry, Ventus, did you say Scarf Namarasterian?
It's not. Oh wait, forgot. This is an Aristerian, not an Amorous incarnate.
I
Forgot
was
the
like,
difference.
wait a minute.
I was thinking incarnate because Scarf and Amorous incarnate isn't horrid.
No, yeah, it's legit. It's like an Amarasterian, you put a scarf on it and it's still getting out sped. Yeah, I mean, defensively, he's got...
It looks fine until you see the water category.
onto
Right.
him.
This team does not like water.
Yeah, it's just Rilla, isn't it, that resists it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Rilla.
Rilla is the one thing standing between this team getting 6-0'd by like a Barraskewda.
There is no Barraskewda.
Okay, insert offensive water. A Palafin, no, that guy's banned, right?
Yeah. Like, Ogre Pond.
Oh, really?
Ogre Pond.
This team
Yeah.
I'm afraid this team
Yeah.
gets 6-0'd by the Mantine.
Man.
Actually, wait.
Actually, no.
Kinda does.
Quackaball cooks this team. Wait, Quackaball cooks this team.
What the? You can... Doesn't Rillaboom OHKO?
You can bulk up.
Yeah, but I mean...
That thing's really good. And you could Oko, you could Ice Spinner and get rid of his fucking terrain, or you could even like Brave Bird it.
Yeah, you can Ice Spinner.
Brave Bird's just a
You
shit
can read
ton.
you can read like a switch in and Ice Spinner.
okay.
You can even U-turn it.
That's
Besides, they're on separate divisions. It's okay.
Well,
Quackle eats this team.
you know, when they both get to finals.
I believe in Ram.
He can't. I mean, he's done good before. I don't think that he's.
Or who has Greninja? Wait, who has the Greninja?
I do.
Oh, that's yours. Oh. I see.
Yeah.
Your Greninja kind of cooks this team, though. Well, you're gonna upper hands that Rillaboom.
Overhand the Rillaboom goose. I fucking love that video.
And then next time he's gonna go for Woodhammer so he could gunk shot it.
And then Gunk Shot misses. Cost me the game. Yeah, I don't know. This team, Reuniclus is alright for defensively. I'm not sure about the Terra Electric.
The Terra
I guess you
Electric.
want to
I guess it has one weakness, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
This team pretty weak to ground types, honestly.
Sorry?
This team's kind of weak to ground types, honestly, because like Rotom, Heat, Flamigo, and Amorous, you do have 3 immunities.
And you got real
Like, yeah, you got Rill, I guess.
Which will just eat earthquakes all day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like your big wall breaking core, like your Arcanine, like Nihilego, Nidoking, they all just get blown up by.
They do, yeah.
EQ? Yeah. I mean, it's about covering it, I guess.
I mean, Metacham's very, very strong, I guess.
Yeah, and he has screens, so he can get a Trailblaze up without dying,
Mm-hmm.
which is huge. Everybody was memeing on the Grimmsnarl pick, but he's not terrible at all.
Oh, Grimmsnarl is really good.
Yeah, especially if you get
If you can like get the crook behind screens instead of a Dragon Dance, it's terrifying.
I feel like I'm speaking to Ram directly right now.
No, it's genuinely true.
No, I know. Like, he's just such a big fan of it. I mean, you could do. This set is not. Let me see. You could get Nihilego behind screens and then use Power Herb Meteor Beam.
Power Meteor Beam.
Yeah.
It basically gives you a +2 because you're definitely killing something with that.
Well, if you EV
Or
yourself, you can get yourself a speed boost from that.
Yeah, you can get +2. That works.
You can set up Manual Sand with Crocodile, then you can live Earth Power from Landorus Therian.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Okay, buddy. I don't hate this team. Like, obviously Toadstool is the weak link, but like, actually, what is his hazard remove? Let's Toadstool, Rotom, Heat. Is that it?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a problem looking at that. Rotom Heat is a good one. Toadstool.
Toadschool's based.
Toadstool's definitely a silly pick here, but I mean, at least you can use Spore. If you can find out to somehow use Spore, you know, it's.
I mean, I think Toadstool, you bring it once and it's your focus sash lead.
You focus slash lead Spore, and then just go into something and just.
Or just like knock off, or just start setting up hazards or something.
Get up one spike.
Yeah,
Toadstool did its
spikes.
job.
Yeah, it gets spikes, doesn't it?
It does. I think it gets knockoff, gets rapid spin, so it's something. It's not. It's not definitely not the worst.
It can do something.
This team like looks good on paper, but then like you come down to it, it has a lot of exploitable weaknesses, like the hazard, like the speed, like the water weakness.
Yeah, flip turn. Do we even have any mons with flip turn? Because I feel like flip turn would be good here. If you exploit it super hard. Guess there's, what is it, Swampert? Scarf Swampert with flip turn.
Or he has the Ogre Pond Wellspring that has
I know
U-turn.
that would- Yeah. Same guy that has the water pond though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great.
Ice weakness too, I guess. I feel like
Yeah.
weak ice beams are gonna just be like weakness policy procs for Enamorous, so
Yeah, within the challenges, living the next one. Enamorous is so slow, right?
let's go for the goob agility and like draining kiss it all back.
tried that set in draft before. It never worked. Always like you put so much effort into getting that thing on the field, and it just can't do it.
It's alright, I guess. Usable. Again.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Catfries' team actually with the speed issues.
Next up.
Oh, Peak.
Who owns this Ghastly?
Oh boy, here we go.
Should he be
I
in
was
kindergarten?
surprised that Happ was DMing me, and he's like, "Got Haunter, dude. I'm gonna have to bite it. It's an NFE, but I'm going for it." And I was like, "All right, man." So I have to pick Ghastly. I was dreading it. I knew I was gonna get flamed in chat, but I don't know.
Yep, Ghastly can set up Sunny Day for your Houndoom.
So true. Does it actually get sunny?
If it's a Gen 1 mod. That should be enough.
It gets sunny day. All right, new plan.
The floating ball of gas can make the sun stronger.
No, you
Yeah.
never run Sash, because like will outspeed and one-shot it.
Oh, it has 80 speed. It can set up Sun on that Silver Splissy.
Gets tricked.
Anything could set up Sun on Silver Splissy. That thing could be running fucking Spooky Plate Shadow Ball.
Unironically, could bring Ghastly against Silver because of Trick, and it would do big things.
Nothing
Scarf would, like, delete
bad would
one
happen
off it.
involving that what's called the Magic Bounce guy, Sableye.
But then that wouldn't even. He has a Mega Stone, right? So then it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Then you just go
Yeah,
to.
then you'd be locked into Trick.
Yeah, then you just switch to anything else, and it just sits there, right? Like, what does Sableye do?
It does a lot of things actually. That guy's
Mega?
No,
Yes, he's scary.
No, you go into Wheezing Galar with it. You run neutralizing gas and you poison or you fucking Will-O-Wisp it.
you cook the fairy move too.
Like what? Sableye has what? 85. That's what I was saying. It has 85 attack. What is it doing against like Wheezing or Gorgeous?
Wait, no. Does burn affect foul play?
No. Well, yes. If you burn the foul play user, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not bringing foul play versus this team though. I would probably bring bulk up Sableye, and just try to remove one of the fairy types.
Bulk up Sableye.
It's like excluding your two fairy types, it just demolishes your team, honestly.
Excluding my two fairy types.
Well, you're only gonna bring one of them.
You don't know me.
Can we unban Oka move so King Lu can quick fissure against the Sableye?
You can't even PP Solids to recover because it can drain punch on Tinglu.
Okay. Anyway.
The drain punch is just 10%.
Oh, Tinglu's one of the mons of all time. It's definitely not min-maxed.
I don't know. This team, the thought process was I wanted to make a sand team, but then also not be beholden to sand the entire time.
Yeah, you can also run Sun with Sunny Day Gas.
But the weird part is, like, you picked mons that, like, really like other weathers.
Tatsugiri
Hey,
was...
I'm just saying, you can run like rainy, you can run like rain dance Tatsugiri with your ninja. I don't know.
Yeah, looking back, I don't know. I might have went a different route,
Like-
but I really wanted Wheezing and I really wanted Gorgeous.
You
And
do
I
have a
really
lot
wanted
of viable
Skeletor.
options, but they also, like, kind of don't really synergize well with each other.
Yeah, that is a problem. I just know that Skeledirge was the thing I wanted because Arachis had, and you have Miguel, and I was like, what the fuck do I do against this thing? And that's the answer.
Honestly, I think this team is pretty good. Like, I think it's one of the better teams here.
Thanks, Fungal.
I don't know if it's just, like, a
Anything
team
with
I like to use.
Tyranitar and Excadrill is gonna be good.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Drill is washed. Draco's ult is the real issue. He's the GOAT.
Excatar and Dracozolt, fucking 3 Stooges pulling up.
Yeah.
And of course-
Like it's genuinely terrifying.
A Tinglu too, I'm like astonished, I gasp whenever Tinglu's OHKO'd by a move, because it just happens so rarely.
Yeah.
Thing has a built-in focus sash.
He's a fat ass, that's for sure. I do have lots of defensive mons actually looking at that. Tinglu, Orthworm, Skeledirge, Weezing, and Forgus. That's a lot to account for.
What's good about
Like,
that is at least
Tinglu is
most
the
of them set
only
up.
mon fat enough that you can actually say grazes on fucking leftovers.
Like, the only mon I think you have that can't ever be threatening, okay, I'm not excluding Ghastly, is that Tinglu. It's like everything here can set up is something. Everything here can be a threat. So you don't have a really passive team, even if it is kind of defensive. So I like that a lot. Better than Silver in that way.
Oh yeah. I don't love that average 78, but the Sand Rush makes up for it.
Yeah. You have 2 fast mons, and you have 2 more that can double their speed. It works.
And Tatsugiri can also get fast with Rapid Stun if you need it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Tatsugiri is...
Tatsugiri, Tatsugiri is decently strong. It's Draco and Hydro Pump, you know, it can and its special attack is actually pretty fucking high. Just one Rapid Stun, you're actually getting everything. It's not bad.
It's just keeping it... Its defenses are really bad is the thing.
Yeah.
A bit weak to ground types, because like Orthworm and Weezing aren't the most reliable.
You're forgetting somebody.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
He's got 3 immunities. Clearly he's good. Yeah. Orthworm.
Oh yeah. Because Ghastly still gets levitate. It's not... Stupid ass mon.
Orthworm's funny because he doesn't have any weaknesses when I Terra him.
I mean, his weaknesses is like base 50 special defense.
You know, I was toying with a Iron Defense rest set that had a special defense boosting berry. Pinch berry. I was like, I'm too deep in it right now to...
See,
to judge
the
it.
thing about your Orthworm, it seems like it would be really good against like the Sand team with T-Tar, Tinglu, and Drill.
But he's just on the team. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, it was also for Glamora.
Oh, I respect that. Like, fuck Glamora. I hate that thing.
Nobody else had picked it yet, is the thing. And then I picked it. It
Wait,
was
no,
like-
you have everything to beat Glamora, though. You have an Exegil, a Tinglu, and a T-Tar.
Yeah, but if I want to stack with my hazards, I don't want those hazards going anywhere. That's the thing. Or if somebody, or it was also a worry if somebody picked Smeargle and they were like, oh, he has Skeledirge, so obviously I'm not going to go Rapid Spin, I'm going to pick Mortal Spin instead. And then, boom, Orthworm. That was the thought process.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like this team. I don't think it's as good, obviously, as Happs or Funkles, but I think it's functional. It needs to be respected.
You have 3 more teams. I'm sending you a second doc, Ventus. I had to put the last year in here because, you know, 1984. George Orwell made this doc with only 15 team slots.
Oh,
we
yeah,
might
yeah, onto the-
We might have a contender for
Alright.
highest base speed team.
Is that
This
Happ?
team is fucking horrifying.
It looks like they like typed in cheap mods to the builder and put all of them here at once. Like Coco Val Lucha, Tornty, Toadcruel. Like I
Yeah.
can't name a single mon here that's honest. Except maybe like
I'm
Cobalion.
I hate
Cobalion and like Taurus are the only 2 honest mons here.
Oh, Taurus is also annoying if it could run like that bulk up stuff with like stupid Kudchu.
Alright, cut you bulk up. Forgot, yeah, get fucked.
I hate this team.
Yeah, I guess Cobalion is the only honest mon here.
Haunter is honest enough.
But it's Haunter. It's not really a mon.
Hey, still better than Ghastly.
Well, yeah, he's the evolved form. Of course he's gonna be better than Ghastly. Do you think I willingly picked Ghastly over Haunter? I've picked Haunter before.
It would have been really funny if it did.
Just to be like, hey guys.
If Haunter was still around and you just picked Ghastly, I would respect it.
Then it would actually at least be funny.
Yeah.
You got a big
Whatever.
excuse.
Fine. Yeah, this team is
Compared
annoying
to
as hell.
compared to just the raw ghastly draft.
I've actually never seen a team that had like a psychic weakness. This is a little rare to see.
Psychic weakness, you say?
Can't you just bring in Pharaoh?
What if it's like the guy Finch has, the mega, what's his face? Carnivore has a mystical fire.
Fire?
I mean Ferrothorn
Well,
eats, but
Hey, I'm just saying. Autotomized Necrozma kind of keeps this team alive.
Does it though?
actually it kind of does.
Can't. What's his face? Just for you, and then.
Yeah, because Toadstool wants to eat like a eat a heat wave.
Well, have you seen Toadstool's special defense?
Toadstool
It is kind of
would.
fat. Yeah, you're right. Okay, but what if E-Terrain's up? Stupid.
Oh, anti-synergy. Wait, this team sucks.
Synergy.
Worst team ever.
No, Necrozma would eat this team alive.
Realistically, you're killing either Valiant or Halucha, and like one of them is doing half of your HP and the other is finishing you off.
But yeah, Coco Valucha is just so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like the cheapest starting through I've seen.
What is Necrozma doing to your Cobalion? Can't it just
Heat wave.
And then, okay, let me look at Cobalion. I thought Cobalion had decent bulk. Let me see.
Okay, a plus one.
It can live +1 heat wave if it's max Spidops. I know this. I use this mod.
If
Know you.
If it's max Spidops, can eat a +1 Necrozma heat wave.
This is my King Gambit counter. I know you. This mod's gas.
All right. Well, Happ has a lot to worry about if they both reach playoffs and then get matched together. Keep that on the back burner. Then he might be cooked in that scenario, but.
It's the Pidgeot of shame.
Dude, we found the one team that loses to mine.
Yeah.
On the
It's good to know that.
Also, there's also like a terrain war there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, because didn't every Tapu got drafted, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Wait, no. Who took Bulu?
you mean Tapu Rillaboom?
Rillaboom.
I mean, there is a fair amount of terrain setters, right? It's the 4 Tapus, Rilla, and then Weezing.
You're forgetting someone?
And the 2 Indeedis. So that's 8.
Because ain't nobody taking... because nobody took Pincurchin, right?
No.
Without Ferrothorn, the average for this team is 109. I do have this beat at like 2 points.
Yes, sir. Pincurchin was good last league, though. He did stuff. Mainly set up Valiant.
On the bright side for this team, anything below 100 speed can usually just run max HP.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass, though.
It's like a Haunter and Ceruledge aren't gonna always be like big threats. Does Electric Seed, does that boost defense or special defense?
Special defense. It's the grassy terrain one that boosts defense, I think.
Oh, Electric's also defense. Misty and Psychic or Spidef looks like.
Let me look at this. Electric Seed. Oh, raises defense. Okay, Grassy Seed. Also boosts defense. What the fuck? Which one did nothing boost special defense?
Oh, the Misty and the Psychic one do.
Ew, Misty Seed? That's a thing. Oh, it's Spidef. And then,
Are you surprised it's a thing? There's one for every terrain.
Psychic Seed is Spidef. I don't know. Boring. There's no Misty terrain unburdened teams, right?
No, those look ass.
Yeah.
You have to use Guizing.
Yeah. Watch out for the Finny Lucha.
Yeah.
Nobody uses them. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a good team. I don't really see any glaring weaknesses. It's really fucking annoying.
I'm glad this is in my division.
This is, with the way your teams are, you guys are probably gonna have finals together, so.
You can get rid of this team. You can like knock it out. Don't let it get a win. It's easy.
How? dominated last match. You know the qualifying ones before playoffs. His only loss was because he brought an illegal combination.
Yeah. So technically, I was the only one to beat Happ last season.
Oh, you're the GOAT. Actually, your Necrozma's gonna sweep him. You're right.
Exactly.
It was actually like so funny. I'm coming over through this, and I was like, "Hey, that's not legal."
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
Stop. We have Grunkle.
Grunkle hate this team. The fact that I'm sorry.
I think this team's. I think this team looks so fun to play.
Yeah, the way he was like, the Glide score vote was a little fraudulent. It's like, buddy, you have enough good bonds. You don't need Glide score too.
See, I see Golem Alola, and I think this is gonna be a blast.
Okay, man.
It's gonna be peak.
Yeah, I fucking love Alolan.
No, a blast because it uses explosion. Get it? It's like a pun.
I wasn't even trying to make that joke. You're just a bum.
He's got what? 1, 2, 3 earthquake immunities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's he? Is there any like glaring weakness? Not really.
No grounded poison, even though like his team isn't really weak to T-spikes though.
I guess
Manaphy and like Ogre Pawn. Yeah, Manaphy has Take Heart too. Volcanion maybe doesn't like T-spikes a lot. Go Exire, but
that's like about it.
What's his
He's got 5 mons that don't care about T-spikes.
removal is Scizor doesn't like running Defog. Latias can run Defog. Volcanion doesn't like it. Rotom can run Defog. He's alright, I guess.
Gligar get it? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Gligar.
Gligar's
What the fuck else is it gonna do?
Not come. That's what it's gonna do.
I mean, it has
It's gonna come to one game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be SD.
The fabled ADV Sword Dance Gligar sweep.
Remember when they like made this a fully evolved Mon and they thought they were cooking?
Hold on, let me look up Gligar and Smogon.
Oh, the people like when they were making these Gen 2 mods, they were cooking.
He was UU in GSC. And then he was UU in RSE as well.
That was before his big brother came in.
And then they DPP, he was NU. And then Black and White, he was UU. X and Y, UU. Sun and Moon, UU.
Where he popped off.
And then Scarlet and Violet, he's PU. But I mean, he had a good fucking history for
For a mod with stats like that.
yeah. Like you look at those stats and you're like, what does this thing do? And then it consistently does stuff. So
Just need a poison heal. That's sad.
has immunity though.
That's not the same.
I know, but like he doesn't get damaged by poison. They're similar in that way. I mean, Gligar was really only a pick because they wanted Dougie.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun for you, isn't it?
Dougie's annoying.
Let me see. Yeah, your team can handle. He's not Terra Dougie, right? So it's okay. This is a good team. You can set up.
Speed tier's good.
Flag.
Has hazards, has removal.
The bane of everybody's existence.
It has good longevity too. Setup moves. Has everything, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think this is the most normal looking team probably out of all of them here.
Yeah, I could see this on a regular, like, well, the Mons are a little bit, you get a little too good Mons. Like, he had, like, what, an insane streak of, like, 10 straight banger Mons.
Yeah, maybe, like, he got a little point infusion.
He was like, banger, 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 banger. Golem Alola, as much as I love him, eh. And then he went back to bangers, Rotom Wash, Quag, and then Dougie, and then he got Gligar, which is meh. But I mean, that's still pretty good. I don't know. That Scizor is going to be so annoying.
He's one of the top teams, I think, for sure. Could definitely question for.
Definitely a really good team.
Yeah.
Top 4, I would definitely say.
Yeah. You could definitely like make a case for even like third or second place.
For sure.
Stop. This last one, and this is Radvil.
This team is.
I don't like looking at it, but it's not horrible.
Like I think, like when I look at this, I'm like, this fucking sucks. But then you look at it a little bit more, it's like, okay, it does have.
It does have its options. It could make stuff happen.
Yeah, it just pisses me off. Fucking Steelix. Fuck you.
Steelix, Rhyperior, like Skuntank, Walrein, Ludicolo. Okay. These mods suck.
Yeah, I mean, at least he got Weavile. Weavile's good. His B tiers are not the best. I guess the ones who he needs to be fast are there.
Yeah, he has like a few pretty fast monsters enough. Confe is actually a lot faster than I thought. I guess because it only uses priority moves, you never think about it.
I agree. Confe's a fast little guy. Terra Poison, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Skuntank. Why would you go into Skuntank? Whatever. No, I'm not being a hater.
I think a bit greedy with the Terra Poison on Confe to like try to grab a good Terra type for that instead of just grabbing a good next mon.
Yeah. I mean, he did get Weavile next, and then he got Walrein, which isn't great. Ludicolo.
That's 3 shitmons for a Weavile.
Yeah. Oh well. Then you got Tapu Bulu, which is alright. And then Sylveon, which is...
Sylveon's pretty good. Yes. Yeah, there's
like
4 fairies. I mean, fairies are the worst type to stack, I'll give them that.
Yeah. And they weren't shitmon fairies like some of the other ones.
He's honestly pretty weak to steel, though. Like, his steel resists are like Corviknight, and that doesn't beat steel types, really.
He can with the...
It beats some of them, I guess.
Yeah. Steelix can beat steel types if they're not flying. I don't think there are any more flying steels. You just earthquaked them, right? You got Rhyperior. Rhyperior's annoying. You can do
Dancy definitely one of the best megas available, so there's that.
Yes. Scary. What does he have for hazard removal? Is it Corv? Does Torn get defog?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
2 defoggers. Confe 2, I guess.
Yeah. Nobody's running defog on Confe though, I'm pretty sure. So it's Torn and Corv. That double flying kick at the beginning really.
Honestly, I think Terra Torn would have just been a lot more worth it than going into Corv.
I like it though, because you're denying other people Corv.
That's true. I just think Torn is just such a great mod that with Terra it becomes kind of like its own little Zama.
Yeah, I guess he was just greedy. He was like, fuck these guys.
Let me get my Corv. I mean, Corv is still a really good mod, so I can't complain that much, but it forced them to go into Steelix. It's like, okay.
Yeah, Steelix. Steelix gets spikes? Or is anything get spikes, or is it just Stealth Rock for this team?
Diancie gets spikes.
Okay, Stealth Rock, spikes, and T-spikes. But no spin blockers to speak of.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, its setters I don't think are great in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what else are you doing with Steelix, though?
I don't know. Nothing. It's a mon that sits around it. You switch into your counter, then you kill it in 1 hit.
Yeah. Not great.
Never know, there might be a team that gets 6-0'd by Steelix.
How, though? Which team?
You know, when you see the Corviknight and the Steelix and the Rhyperior, you think, hey, I don't want to bring any special attackers. I'm sure there's someone that's like that, and they'll lose the Steelix.
I'm excited to see Ventus versus Steelix, actually.
Cooked by Blacephalon is the you at best.
Octoberry, baby.
What if that sturdy up and it hits you with that earthquake?
And after the it can do that, and then literally naturally it gets beat by Trevenant.
See, it looks as toxic.
Yeah. Then you just have to bring natural pure Trevi.
Oh, that goes hard. That's heat. Trev really carrying your team. Yeah, as much as I hate like looking at it, it's actually decent. You can make it work.
That's why it's so hard to rank these teams, though.
I don't like the concentration of shit mods in a lot of these teams.
Any team can be made work.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
let's see.
There's 2 teams that I can think of that are less likely to be.
Yeah. I don't know. So are we going to rank them like individually? Not individually, but like in a list?
We could do that. We have to find a place to put the list though. So I didn't want to like make a tier maker thing because I have to put pictures of all of the teams and I wouldn't remember who's who.
Should have just done their Terra by Terra captain.
Yeah, the Dusknoir would be iconic.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Having like Floette and then who else is there? Torkoal.
Doc jump scare. I guess I have to open up this.
Beautiful Doc.
Mm-hmm. I like the grayscales. It reminds me of the 1900s. No, absolutely.
Are you even alive during the 1900 Fungal?
Yeah, I'm really old, like 60.
Oh, word. I mean, I was technically alive during
Hey, Spidops, just like you.
Oh yeah, you're like a dinosaur.
the 1900s, like the very last year possible.
You're like 40, aren't you?
No,
Close enough.
I turn a quarter of a century old this month.
I'm saying you're closer to being 40 than you are 0.
That is true.
Yeah, well, you're closer to being 30 than being 0, so how does that feel, man?
It's still not 40.
Shut up, man. Guess what? In 100 years, we're both gonna be dead anyway, so, ha.
No,
Okay.
I'd simply survive.
You can try to rank these from the doc page. Should we like rank them from the worst to best or the best to worst?
Best to worst is probably easiest. Wait, are we doing it from your page?
No, I just went to the main doc. Like everyone has to see this now, but it's easier to just have them all right here. I think.
Okay, so your document or my document?
Yours.
Yours. Oh, mine. Okay. Do we want that in a type in the type assignment draft? Okay, I can just create a new one.
Oh, one thing that's bugging me is that like in the division placements, like the I is capitalized.
What?
And it looks like it kind of looks like an L, so it's like division, and like I hate it.
That's a lowercase I. What are you talking about?
Not for me. For me, it's like you're gonna be able to see this in the video, but it's creeping me out, man.
Okay, maybe it was a mistake. Let me see. There, better?
Yes, that's much better.
Awesome. Okay, rankings. Da 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 da. Let me think here. We should each ask each other what our number one pick is, then we average them.
Well,
Democracy.
how do we average them? We all just pick a different person.
All right, let's discuss. Ventus, who do you think the number one pick is?
Number 1 team?
Yes.
it's definitely a tie. There's definitely a toss up here between who I think is the best.
Okay, and you can't say puffin yourself. Just.
No.
Enlighten us. What are you thinking?
I might be stupid. I'm not that stupid.
Are you thinking it's between Happ and Fungal?
I think it's between.
I think Arachis has a solid run for it.
I wasn't here for the review of Arachis, and yeah, I wasn't here for the review of Arachis. But Arachis' team is pretty good. But I think Happ's just existence of Coco Valucha.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. It is good.
It's just too, and then you have Tauros Blaze, Kachu bullshit, a decent Mega, and fucking Grafai too, just to make things even more annoying.
Just to piss you off.
Yeah,
because you can also run like Grafai bullshit too with Unburden.
Yeah.
Right? No.
You can bluff too, with and then have it just be regular prankster, or even like touch if you're demonic in nature.
Yeah, no. I think Happ is definitely might have the best team here.
Mm-hmm.
You think Fungal?
I have to agree. That's like the most annoying team I've seen in my life. I would rather kill myself than play that team. I'll be real.
All right, put Happ at the #1 placement then. I will fix the formatting of this later. So Happ, the #2.
I will say I think my team better than Arachis' though.
I think so too, and I think it's a little bit better than Grunkle's.
Mm-hmm.
Grunkle's is still very good though.
They're just really solid.
Yeah, I mean they're both very strong.
Yeah, Grunkle's team is also really good. It's good, but it's not as annoying, but it's still it's good.
Then the question is do you think Fungal's team is better or Grunkle's team?
Fungal and Grunkle?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think Fungal's is a lot more threatening.
Yeah, immediately for sure.
There's so many things that could just go wrong in a matchup against Fungal. There's so many things that could go wrong. You make one wrong guess on a set, you're just fucked.
Yeah, and it just
Galade's a menace. Latios can just immediately nuke one of your mons out the gate.
Yeah.
Zamazent, fucking Miguel is there. Iron Moth is terrifying.
Stunfisk.
Superior Cartana could also very easily snowball.
Definitely. All the mons listed, including what Fungal said, are very scary. Game-ending threats. I think Fungal at second is very, very good.
I definitely think Fungal is the second best team here.
Then the next one is a toss-up between Arachis and Grunkle. Personally, I think Grunkle's is a bit better, but I mean, Arachis is scary too.
I think Grunkle's is a lot more solid, consistent, but Arachis can be like a major pain in the ass if you guess the Dragapult set wrong. You let Celesteela do anything.
If you let Celesteela exist for one too many turns, it's over for you.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Grunkle has a pretty good counter to Celesteela.
Yeah, we're not asking about that.
You mean Gudra? That thing's getting blown up by Earthquake.
Not Gudra.
Which is it then?
Come on, Fungal. You can see.
He doesn't have a Slugu.
No, bro. You telling me you don't see what takes out Celesteela?
No. You mean the stupid golem?
Agent Boom.
I think it's
heat.
Celesteela is gonna clear that bond. I'm sorry.
No.
It's gonna wipe the floor with it.
You have Magnet Pull and you have a Focus Sash, or you Supercell Slam or Wild Charge or whatever, and you do a trade.
Celesteela lives.
You either trade for it or you make the hardest ball ever.
You can't Magnet Pull and Explosion because it's gonna resist the explosion.
No, you just don't. You just click Explosion and raw.
You just bluff and hope they don't scout it.
Hope they don't scout for Magnet Pull.
Okay, Arachis doesn't have a ground type, I guess.
Yeah. What's switching into like a banded galvanized explosion?
Ignore the Mega Venusaur, and ignoring that thing, nothing.
Venusaur's still taking a fuck ton of damage from that.
It's a Mega Venusaur, that's a fat ass mod.
Okay, let's assume the Venusaur hasn't megaed yet.
Okay, there you go.
What switches in here reliably into a galvanized banded explosion? Agent Boom solos.
I've made a mistake. It turns out that Malola does not OHKO Celesteela with Supercell Slam.
Plus, like,
Yeah,
you can't even, like, go for Supercell, because what if it's, like, some bullshit Protect Celesteela set, and then you just, like, lose all your HP because it's a bad move.
Okay.
You are just better off clicking Wild Charge.
Yeah.
Ain't no motherfucker should ever be running Supercell Slam on anything.
It's true.
No, guys, you don't understand. This means that Electric Physical Pokemon will be viable in OU now.
Guys, Electivire's good now.
Okay, so are we saying that Arachis is bad? I guess Arachis does have really good defensive core. But Grunkle is so good
Grunkle
too.
has more good mons, but Arachis has more exceptional mons, I think.
I think Araxis might be better.
This is so hard. Because Grunkle's is threatening, because he has Doug.
Grunkle's is definitely fourth.
He has Ogerpon, Goodra. But then Arachis has Zamazenta, Crown, and Polt. So that's like...
Zama, Crown, Polt, and fucking, like... Let's see.
And Garg, and Mantine.
Garg, Mantine, Kleavor. Kleavor's great.
I mean...
Expensive.
Yeah.
I definitely think Araxis is better.
Very well. And then there's no debate. Grunkle has to be fourth.
Correct.
See, this is pretty even so far. Between the Ryan's Toy Division and whoever the guy is supposed to be fighting. Floyd Mayweather. Okay, next. Okay, we can do the bottom two now, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, we're skipping straight to the...
Because I know it's going to be a bit parts of the other two.
We need to get these two out of the way.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Puff versus Ventus. Who do you think is the worst? Fungal?
Dude, my team isn't hit, like, it's...
I think Pups is
not
worst.
that bad.
It is, it is. It is, but Pups is worst, I think so.
You know, I get what you're saying, because at least Ventus has immediate threatening shit that's fast.
I got Bolt. Yeah, I got Boulder, I got Meow.
Ventus could absolutely cheese people.
Yeah, like Puffs does at least have some defensive, but it takes harder to get going, whereas Ventus...
I have wild card cheese to pull out of my ass. Listen, you haven't seen what I can do, what I can make a Honchkrow do.
Yeah, get paralyzed off of a 10% chance.
Okay, well, not everything is going to be able to paralyze me, so... Can it?
I don't know, in that deck's like everything gets Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Alright. What do we think our next bottom three are?
Not bottom one.
Let me think. Next bottom three for me would be...
I want to say Scorbunny.
Don't count me out of bottom three. Don't count me out of third worst. You know, you gotta compare.
I think Scorbunny and Creeper are in
Scorbunny,
contention.
Creeper, and then probably either Ram or Catfries, right?
Pause. I think it's a fair comparison to compare my team to Scorbunny's. Real quick.
I don't. He has actually good mods.
I do too. The scare. Oh, I see Annihilate, Enamorous, and then Screens.
For Quavel,
Electric Dusknoir.
Yeah, the Electric Dusknoir, the fucking Cramorant, the Mr. Rhyme, the Arctozolt. Okay, the Arctozolt can't be.
I was gonna say, what the fuck you think about Arctozolt? That thing.
But the fucking the Mr. Rhyme, the fucking NDDF, the fuck is that thing doing?
I don't know, man. But
exactly. If you get what I'm saying, you're fucking beginning.
Okay, but his team could switch into a move. Yours can't.
Yeah, exactly. There's type diversity. That's a huge thing. The only reason Puffs is hopefully used because it takes too long to.
Your team can't even get rid of hazards.
Yeah, it can.
Don't tell me Honchcrow is your fucking defogger. Sylvally is also Sylvally.
Sylvally is defog. Mega Absol magic bounce.
Okay,
Bro,
bro.
are you really switching Absol in to block hazards?
I could just lead Absol, the fuck.
I'm sure that will go well.
Listen, my team isn't bad.
Close combat creepers Heatran and do like 70% and then die to Magmastorm.
Bad, but it's not bot. I don't think it's bottom 2. I think bottom 3 is fair.
I think Scorbunny has a better team than you.
Fungal.
I think so too.
Die.
I feel like the more leeway we give you, you're gonna start like moving them. Oh, I think my team's bottom 4. I think my team's bottom 5. Until you get to number 1.
Now that I look at Scorbunny's team, just looking at it, I think my team is better.
That's like my team's kind of bottom 18. If we're being honest here.
No, I'm being genuine. I'm not gonna bump it up further than third worst, but I don't think it's. I think it's slightly better, just ever so slightly better than Scorbunny's here.
I disagree, to be honest. The screens and Annihilate and screens Quaquavel, I think it's just better. It's my vibe, man. There's hype diversity there, you know, and there's screens that can go up. There's
Okay, now that I think about it, Scorbunny's team kind of gets washed by Trick Room, Nasty Plot, Slowking Galar.
Wait, you're right.
Trick Room, Slow Nasty Plot, Slow King Galar.
Wait, you're right.
I don't see the Sludge Bomb switching.
That's true. And should this come to fruition in playoffs, we'll see how that.
It would be so funny. Let this happen, please.
Please. That would also mean, because the way that the seeding would work is that one of them would need to be in first place in their respective division, and the other one in fourth.
I'm throwing versus Ventus. I need to see this happen. That's gonna be my excuse when I lose. Not that I got washed by Lampent.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I genuinely think my team is better.
In the matchup, yes, but overall, I think Scorbunny.
No, not even the match. Not even the matchup. Where's the speed of this team too? This team's slow as fuck too. There's Manectric, Ninetales, which is there's screens mostly, and then an Amorous.
And Chinchino.
Oh man, the Chinchino.
Not the Chinchino.
I feel like Chinchino could beat most of your Pokemon after a single tidy up.
The Chinchino eating a fucking sucker punch from Meowscarada.
Yes. Get this Meowscarada.
No, he brings in Didi. Easy.
One of you were gonna bring in Didi.
The Chinchino failing to OHKO the Terra Rock Necrozma and then eating a fucking Meteor Beam.
What if he just like agency predicts the shit out of you, goes for Bullet Seed?
Bullet Seed, no.
Not happening.
Honestly, I don't see it happening either. I don't see that world. You're right.
Yeah, I don't see the two of you battling.
Also, if Bullet Seed would do like less than Tail Slap.
That's not.
I'm pretty sure.
That is not true.
No, because Tail Slap will be neutral with Stab.
No, it'll be resisted. You're a Rock type.
I have Prism. No. If I don't tear it compared to tearing.
Well, then of course it would.
If we get it, it's Stab.
Like the Stab. I feel like I would live if I tear a rock into a Bullet Seed compared to like not tearing into a Tail Slap.
It depends if you have had.
Because I have Prism Armor.
Yeah, I know, but let me check. Necrozma.
Come on, it's
Cheeto. I don't know. I still think his is more threatening. I'm more like if I was to battle both of you, I'd be more scared of him beating me than you beating me.
Okay, well, can it?
Well, because his Annihilate is terrifying.
So I have the third worst team. Moving on. Fourth worst, definitely going to Creeper.
Are we?
I'm calculating the Bullet Seed. This is very important.
Bullet punch by accident. Bullet seed. Oh, dude, that does.
On
Give it Adam.
on 4 hits with adamant, it'll do 96 to 114.
Wallahi, I'm finished.
96 to 114.
And if it gets 5 hits, it does 120 min.
Whoa, what the fuck? 252 attack, technician Chinchino bullet seed. 4 hits does 64 to 76% necrosis. Am I crazy?
Did you forget to give it +1?
Oh, right, from Tidy Up. Duh. Okay, yeah. True. Ventus washed. Moving on.
No, you're better off not tearing and eating the tail slap.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I gotta put. I mean, we have to compare Scorbunny and Creeper, though.
Mhm.
Like, looking at this, I don't know. It's like we said, Creeper has good mons. It just has a hard time synergizing.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely some threatening mons here. Araquanid's scary. You can also set up a web. Because Araquanid hits like a truck.
Yeah, but the problem with the Racken is it hits like a truck with only one type of move.
That is true. If
And
you have
like,
a water switch, then the fuck else is it gonna do?
and webs aren't like.
Mega Mawile over there. Poopa.
This team has every hazard setter for every hazard imaginable, but it has no spin blocker, nothing to like no conjure for defog or anything like that, no defiant. So it just like doesn't care about what it does.
Yeah.
I think it's my problem with it. It has no speed too. Team's slow as shit.
So are we saying Scorbunny's better than Creepers?
No, I think Creeper's just better because it just has mods that do stuff.
It has like Coma O Dragalgy's actually really good.
Right. I agree with that too. Because
Heatran, Mega Mawile.
Even if this team doesn't have great synergy, like you could just throw these mods out in like order and they'll put in work.
yeah, that's is that it may not synergize well, but you can trade a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it also has Azelf pretty good. Like you can run some like hyper offense bullshit with this.
That's scary.
Okay, Scorbunny has
The DVP OU classic of Stealth Rock Explosion lead.
Mm-hmm.
okay. The next ones we're comparing is, would we say?
I want to say silver.
Silver below Ram and Catfries?
Maybe not Ram, but I think Catfries is a bit better than.
Than Silver. Yeah, because he can overpower pretty handily. So we're saying Ram's better than Creeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ram's team isn't bad. It's
Just-
horrid.
It has its weaknesses, but
But it's
it also.
genuinely good mons to it.
Yeah.
It's got because like Brimstone, it's got Crook. Crook is scary.
It's not unplayable. Since this is the normal draft, there's no brain draft. So there's not like one matchup that you're just gonna straight up lose to.
Yeah. There's
Me-
Mega Metachamp scary.
Maybe Walking Wake, but
Maybe Rillaboom's good. Yeah, Ram's team is solid.
Are we saying it's better than Silver's, though?
Yes.
Really?
I genuinely think so.
yeah, honestly, I could see it. I don't. I want to say Silver knows what he's doing, but he's fucking picking Blissey every single time. It's just they can run Spooky Plate on it. They get the Oko.
Putting a defensive team that low feels crazy. Like at 14th.
Yeah, but like it's if you know what you're doing, like these defensive teams are like the more like stally they are, the easier they are to deal with.
Yeah, and also the thing about stall in draft is that you can so much easier build for it than compared to just like building against like make sure you have one stall breaker on like ladder teams.
Yeah, it's only like so
Stall
much.
is way easier to deal with when you can make everything on your team a stall breaker.
There's only so many like surprise offensive sets like Silver could bring before it becomes obvious.
Mm.
Like
So
like the fucking I don't know.
Like,
The
oh,
bulk of
this
this bulk of Sable I only work one.
the modest Pex is gonna put in so much work every single game.
Isn't offensive Pex actually genuinely used in one generation?
It was earlier Gen 9.
Yeah, it was used early Gen 9.
Not anymore.
But earlier in Gen 9 it was actually used.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll say that it's Silver, then Ram, then Catfries, I think is a fair assumption. And then the next
Torkoal.
3... What?
Sorry, I just saw Torkoal bug again on my screen. I had to point it out. That's fucking funny.
The next ones I would assume we'd be discussing are Radvil and... How many left do we have? We still have a fair amount, don't we?
N, maybe?
Yeah,
It's a pretty
Radvil,
average
Rust,
team.
N. Yeah. Radvil, Rust, and N.
It's the battle of mid.
I love mid.
I think I still don't like Rust's team, but it's better than both of these.
I think Rust definitely has a solid team.
You know what's funny, Fungal, is that we put Silver in the good tier before, and then now he's on the bottom. It's like
I think he's gonna get mad at us.
Wait, no, Rust's team is actually pretty damn good. Fucking Dragonite, Swampert, Wogerpon, Luna, Terapagos, Amoonguss. This is actually just a really good team.
There's two.
Like, genuinely.
Yeah, we just don't like the Mons involved.
I don't like the Mons either, but yeah, it's a good team. Compared to like Ann and what was the other one?
Radvil.
Yeah, compared to like Radvil, it's got like
He has a fucking Steelix, enough said.
Steelix, enough said. And then N's got, Lopunny Mega, pretty good. Tauros, again, decent, pretty good mon. Flygon's good. Gastrodon's great. Glamora, fuck Glamora, but damn is it good. Slurpuff can do some bullshit. Klefki's good with screens.
Klefki pisses me off.
Pekaron does some things. And then Regidrago's Steel, I don't know how to feel, but I also really like Regidrago in draft.
Regidrago's really good.
Regidrago's great.
Here's the question then: Bows or Radvil then for their teams? Who do you think is better?
Oh.
Bowser Radvil?
Mm-hmm.
Why Radvil?
I don't know. He's like his team looks like we said. This team looks bad, but then you look into it more, and it's like, okay, no, this does.
It has. Radvil's team just has too many shit mons for my taste.
Yeah, Radvil's got mad shit mons. We got like Steelix, Skuntank. Skuntank's not. Skuntank might be able to do things. Comfey Poison.
Comfey's good though. It's the thing. It can. It depends on the matchup. It can win.
Volrain's fat. That thing's annoying.
Ludicolo. Eh.
Ludi's useless. Yeah.
Ludi with manual rain.
That's the thing though. When you look at Bow's team, and it kind of lacks power.
Bow's team is like, it's more balanced, but none of the mods are good.
That's what I mean. I feel like Radvil is more dangerous.
It's either everything on Bow's team either lacks power or is frail as fuck.
Yeah, everything's underwhelming.
Like Infernape, Salazzle, Roserade, all frail ass mons. And then there's the fucking Metatite. Enough said.
Did Bows build a part Cynthia team here? Let me see. Roserade. No, Infernape's just Gen 4. Just a lot of Gen 4 mods. I don't know. I think Radvil's is better than Bow's, to be honest.
Yeah.
The only mons here that Cynthia has, or not even Cynthia, I think. God damn it! I gotta look this up.
It's Togekiss.
She has a Roserade and Togekiss.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
So would we put Radvil at 10 then? And then there's 5 remaining. So that's me, Connie, N, Rust, and Finch.
I think Connie, Finch, and you are kind of above the other two.
Okay. So then it's between N and Rust for who goes above each other.
Yeah.
I think Rust.
Rust above N?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
I like N's team, but I think Rust just has
Fucking hate Alakazam water. I
Oh,
hate that.
hate Alakazam water. But
That and Sawsbuck are the only two bad picks though, like on the team. Everything
Yeah.
else is really good. Well, the Guzzlord actually.
yeah, but if we look at N, there's like a couple more shipmons than Russ.
Yeah.
Yes, Slurpuff and Tinkatuff.
I mean,
Well,
Tinkaton.
Slurpuff, okay, Slurpuff can like be used for one
Yeah.
game to win with like some belly drum
I
bullshit.
guess like
No, Sticky Web too.
It's-
legit.
Yeah.
still you do have webs with like one of the best spin blockers Petron, so
It's more Tinkatuff and I mean Tinkatuff has knockoff, but then otherwise it's kind of similar to Klefki, right?
yeah, like if I battle N, I'm gonna lose because his team is annoying me to death because he has like Klefki and Glamora. Like Rust is actually gonna beat me down. I don't think that's just the difference.
All right, so we got Finch, me, and Connie.
I think you're the worst at those.
That's fair. I don't disagree. Finch's team. We're putting Finch's team in top 6? That's crazy. Is it
I
that
mean-
good?
He has the most standard first 3 picks I've seen like out of everything here.
Garchomp, Treads, Dango is actually just really good.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm not Slowking. It's Slowking's good. Chestnut isn't horrid.
No, Chestnut's good.
Chestnut's really important for this team because he has no flying type.
Yeah, Mega Gardevoir's pretty good. Aromatisse, I don't know how to feel about Aromatisse, and then Cofagrigus water's kind of weird. And then there's the Shipmon that we know is Calyrex, but
They both have their weaknesses. Like Finch's team isn't very fast. It's weak to a few typings in particular. Connie's team is like pretty bad defensively, but it's super threatening offensively.
Everything on Connie's team can and will smack you upside the fucking head.
Yeah.
You get hit by like a drought Ninetales overheat, like turn 1 or some shit.
Like the only mons on here that might give you a breaker is like Psyguard and Silvally Flying. Those are only like weaker mons here.
So
Yeah,
at
everything
least
else.
no recoil
Like-
brave bird.
Like, and
True.
Connie somehow got away with getting Lando T at round 11.
Because nobody wanted the flying. I'd say Connie's 5. I feel like Finch is the now looking at everybody else. But his team is still good.
I mean, Finch also
I'll
again
put
struggles to
Finch-
break
I'll put
through
Finch
some
at 6 and then
teams.
Connie at 5. Because also like it's like walking weight Kira Mamo. That's like such a like Mamo itself is so threatening to like a lot of things, especially in draft. You can definitely like plan around things a lot more to easily get Mamo in.
Yeah.
All right, we
Tough
have the
dudes.
ranking then. You guys can.
We have the
check it out.
official rankings. I'm so tired. If you like the video, subscribe. Thank you for watching.